Alrighty, let's go and get started, dude. All right. Man, that intro, pretty cool. I also got a new intro song. Shout out to Play the Wings. But that intro song would be best suited if we did one of two things. A whole stream dedicated to maybe not a whole stream, but a huge segment dedicated to pairing various characters of the Thorpe verse, if you want to call them that, with sitcom characters. Or we have like a sitcom style intro. You'll find out later. Anyway, it's pretty good though, but it has to be done just right. Anyway, so Backrooms. We're going to have a little bit of a movie review. Doing that again. Look at that. Talk about a horror movie, man. And I don't feel bad that I got the character's name wrong in my review, because I was watching some other people's videos, and this one chick got the girl's name wrong too. I think if anything, if you've seen the Backrooms, it actually is fitting that people sometimes will misremember like the character's name, because that's like the whole point of the Backrooms. It's like a memory distorted and all that. Anyway, so Ethan Ralph, gonna be talking about him. How about this Liam Gray guy? You probably don't know who he is, but more flagging wars are happening. And then maybe, possibly, get into some Thorpe characters. We're going through some growing changes here, okay? All right. So, let's go and get started. To put a visual on the screen here, let's go and do this. First off, shout out to the chat. Shout out to you guys who are here. Brittany, Pushing Sky, how's it going? Who else is here? Oh, that's pretty much it. Okay. Okay. Doing a movie review. It'd be nice if the Thorpes could do that, but they'd have to get movie tickets and stuff. I don't know. Ben would say everyone here has daddy issues. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, so yeah, I saw the Backrooms yesterday with a friend, and didn't really want to go and see it. I thought the Backrooms sounded kind of lame. You know, the concept is interesting-ish. It's more interesting to like younger people. Like my kids are into the Backrooms. You know, they find it interesting and fascinating and all that. And I'll play like the Backrooms Minecraft. And it's fun for a bit, but it's kind of boring because you're just kind of walking around, not really doing anything. You're just walking around and maybe running from something every now and then. And it's kind of, you know, what it is. So I wasn't really excited about it. I was more excited about something else that I can't get into that we're playing around with this friend. But that didn't come to fruition. She's probably listening. But nevertheless, we went to the movie theater. And the previews. Let's get into the previews first off. They're making another scary movie. They're going back. Scary movie. I guess they're doing a reboot of a horror. They're doing a reboot of Scary Movie, which I'm like, okay, why? Why are we doing this? Oh, okay. Disclosure Day seemed pretty cool. But, you know, we got into the movie. When Backrooms started, I like how initially the way it started right from the beginning. Like the found footage stuff. You get that kind of weird blue, grainy looking 90s quality logo of NSYNC or Async. Cool intro. Definitely a throwback to anyone who saw the... ever seen the Backrooms found footage videos, which were all over the place. I believe that Kane Parsons, the director, you know, I guess he got famous and viral because of that stuff. But right away, it puts you into that. But by the way, before we even went to the theater to watch this movie, I did show her, this friend, some of the Backrooms stuff. I was like, here you go. Here's some stuff to watch. She thought it was kind of boring. She doesn't really do horror movies. But that's what convinced her to like try this one, because it didn't look scary. It looked lame, right? So we're watching this thing, and it starts off pretty cool. You know, this guy's just kind of running around, like he's panicking, freaking out. Something's following him. You can hear the footsteps. The do. Okay. He's getting on the radio, trying to radio for help. Of course, no one helps him because in horror movies, it's like, sorry, dude, you're on your own. Even if you're part of some sort of science team, it's like, yeah, you thought you're going to get a paycheck. No, you're actually going to just die, which is weird. You'd think the company would try to help him out, unless it's like cheaper just to retrain, rehire, and just train a new person in their place. But maybe the scientist that died in the beginning was like, he was close to retirement. Maybe he was getting paid too much. Maybe been in the company for too long, and it was just costing the company a lot. So they just let him die off. But either way, they didn't try to help, not at all. They just let him die, and that's how it starts. So you get that initial beginning. All right, cool, and then we get a therapy session. Now, the therapy session is as fun and as exciting and as thrilling as it sounds. It's a therapy session, and it is shot like as boring as you could possibly do it. It was like, okay, we're doing this thing, and it actually kind of felt more like sort of like acting school sort of thing, where the lines were kind of lame, but the acting, like the actor was like really putting in everything they got. And we're watching like the people who were like masters of the class doing it, because they were good. The actors in the movie actually did a good job in conveying the emotion they needed to convey there. But the lines were kind of like, what? This is what you're doing? This is what you're doing with this? Okay. But either way, it worked out. Though it was kind of boring-ish. There was a part where it was like, "Ooh, okay, we're getting exciting. Okay, we got our character. His name is Clark, not Clint, like I said, but Clark, the shark, Clark." And he comes off. He's this divorced man. He's Mr. Divorced Man. Doesn't have a kid. A black man trying to have a baby. That's good. That's good. All right, he's trying to be a father. That's good. I don't know why he had to be black, but that's what I have to say here. He's a black man. What else? Oh yeah, he talks about how like there's conflict in the relationship or whatever, which got him kicked out. And they did this role play, and the role play was pretty. It's okay. It's okay-ish. Later on in the movie, it kind of seems like his therapist Mary, who did the role play with him, there's this part where she kind of like fixates on this Asian woman's child, which I was like, either she is like jealous that that the Asian woman has a child and is actually a mother, or maybe she's like, she hates Asian kids for some reason. And I was like, I don't think Mary's racist. So I'm guessing with Mary is like, she's like late 30s, it looks like, doesn't have a husband, doesn't have a child, probably feels like she's missing out on stuff in her life, probably afraid to even have a kid, wondering if she would be a good mom, being how her mom was like wild and weird. To put it simply, the two main leads, you got Mary, who's this lady right here. She's essentially in Bird Box, the movie Bird Box, where that was her childhood, where her mom was pretty much like a mix of a hoarder and also very much fearful of the outside. Like, you cannot even look outside. You gotta put paper over the windows. You can't look outside. You can't even open the door or window or any of that. I forgot what they call that phobia. Just afraid of the outside in general. But that was her mom. So she's dealing with that baggage, that trauma, which you get early on. You get a glimpse of that. So very early on, it kind of establishes that both these characters have some trauma or some issues that they're dealing with. One is like relationship stuff. He's divorced, can't get over it. Wants to be an architect, but is instead running this failing furniture business where he has to put on a ridiculous costume to look like a pirate, to try to sell some furniture or whatever. But it's failing. It's not going anywhere. He has his aspirations, he has his dreams, but he has the job that he's stuck in to make money. In his case, he's like, hey, I'm trying to make money so I can fund you to go to law school. And what are you doing? You're just sitting on your fat ass doing nothing. You know what? She's probably out there in school flirting with all sorts of guys. He might be a Mr. Cuckman. Mr. Divorce Man might actually be Mr. Cuckman. Hey, room in the Cuck Club. One more in the Cuck Club. Welcome to the Cuck Club, I should say. There's a soundbite. There's a soundbite for you right there. Shamu. Welcome to the Cuck Club. I have a theory about this movie that Clark is actually cucked. And I'll get into that later too. So, yeah, I'm going to spoil everything. You guys aren't going to see the movie, are you? Definitely check out the movie. You have to check it out. You have to. But I am going to spoil everything here, okay? Like, for example, this is a massive spoiler, but I'm going to tell you right here. You won't believe this. Clark discovers the Backrooms. Oh, my God. What? No, he discovers the Backrooms in the basement. Whoa, okay. All right. I kind of heard that one before. Seen that one before. In the basement of the furniture store. Okay. Well, we gotta get to the Backrooms somehow. And he finds out that there's one section of his wall that you could just phase on through. You could just phase on through that wall like nothing. It's like butter. Which, when he bought the property or he got the lease for the building, I'm assuming like there's an inspection. I'm assuming like maintenance, someone has done an inspection on the building and they themselves have never found that there's a spot on the wall where you can pass on through. That's kind of a weird thing, That's kind of strange. But the way they discover this is kind of also odd. So they've been at this building for a while, been running this failing furniture store for a while. But there's like this part where it's like, oh, I'm paying for high electricity. He's trying to figure out like his energy bill's way too high. He's trying to figure out the breaker box situation. There's a breaker box and they're trying to figure out why the lights are flickering and all that stuff. So they have a maintenance guy go down and look at the breaker box. I don't know if you ever seen an electric panel, a breaker box, but or done any maintenance work on it. Like the maintenance guy just took one look at it. It was like, oh, this is all messed up. He didn't even actually take off the panel. He just opened it, but didn't even take off the panel. Like an actual maintenance guy would take off the whole panel and actually look at the wiring, be like, oh, and then be like, oh man, look at this. It's all jacked up. The wiring's all wrong. That didn't happen. That's my only real complaint about that. But I don't think that's something that the director or the writer could really. There's always going to be some sort of like bullshit when it comes to horror movies or whatever, to kind of explain or to allow for whatever it is about to happen. All right. Because the maintenance guy sees these 3 red switches that are like oddly placed as if they shouldn't be there, as if for some reason they just were put like in this weird way. But they don't even take off the panel to actually further investigate. You would think, like, I'm not an electrician, but if I saw that, I'd be like, give me a screwdriver. I want to see how they wired this bad boy because this looks jacked up big time. But didn't even do that. You had 2 guys there, and neither one of them were curious about how the wiring would be, which is totally like not even realistic. But, this is a movie about, a wall where you could phase through and enter the back room. So I guess we're going to just not even have that. Okay. So anyway, he finds the back rooms and he spends some time walking around. Now, I thought the movie was going to be boring, just watching Clark just walk around, but it was actually kind of entertaining. It was intriguing. You're like, okay, what's going on here? Now, immediately, my friend noticed the stop sign and how no one seemed to be minding the stop sign. There's a stop sign, but no one's stopping. It was also kind of like, why do they even have a stop sign there? Do they have traffic laws in the back room? Do they do that sort of thing? I mean, are there cars passing through? It's kind of a weird thing to have there, but they have that. He tries to tell people about it. He tries to tell his therapist about it, but he sounds insane. He's worried he's been 5150'd. Then he goes to hire his employees for an extra job to like help him record some evidence of this. And I guess to spread the word about it. And he calls it research, do some research. Okay. Which could be either way. Like, I have a theory about this, that Clark set them up, that Clark actually was trying to sacrifice his employees on purpose to kill them. Like, my theory about this movie is actually Clark is the antagonist. He's not the good guy. We only see a lot of him because it explains his origin, how he becomes like consumed by his, I guess, aggressive, drunken, relentless, hateful ways. And yeah, I mean, that's absolutely it. Mary, the woman who she's the main character. It's her story, really. It's about her overcoming how her trauma can help her overcome someone else's aggression when they're like attacking her. And she gets attacked. Okay. Obviously, there's a chase sequence. She gets attacked. She destroys the monster. Okay. Spoil that alert. Spoiler alert. It's pretty good, though. Pretty good. I would say definitely check it out. I mean, I know if you think it's lame, there's one thing I can tell you that really, really will just like, you'll be like, what? But if I tell you this, you won't believe me. The monster is a giant pirate guy. Okay? But it's better in the movie when you see it. Like, it actually, I think they did a pretty good job with it. It looks freaky. It looks unnerving. It looks weird. But while she was getting chased by the thing, I was like, why don't you just fight it? The guy's walking around on a peg leg. Just fight the guy. And then finally she does. Finally, there's one part, she doesn't have any other choice. She's gonna have to fight, or she's gonna have to die. You gotta choose one, honey. Which one's gonna be? She chose fight. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty it. So I spoiled it. Between 1 and 5 being best, what would you rate it? 3.5. It's not a 4. It's definitely not a 5. It's almost a 4. Like, I think, okay, but because here's the thing. Like, I think I'm being mean because it's just like, to me, it's like just a horror meme, But they actually turned this creepypasta horror meme thing into something that actually has like some psychological stuff about it. It's one of those movies where like you spend more time thinking about it than you did watching it. Like, after watching it, and also I think the eerie, unnerving imagery in the movie did actually work on me. It had influence. Not to say I was a scaredy cat or crying or fearful of the dark or anything, but when I got home, to the apartment, it did that thing where I was like, it'd be so wild if that pirate Clark just appeared at the end of the hall. And what would I do? Well, I'd have to kick it in the freaking nuts is what I would have to do. Yeah, that's what I would have to do. But it's one of those things. And that's how you know, for me anyway, how that a horror movie is doing what it's supposed to do. Where it leaves like a lasting impression. You're kind of like, for that brief moment, even though you're an adult, you're 42 years old, you see a dark hall and you're like, huh. Oh, okay, we're good. We're good. It's all ridiculous nonsense. You have to remind yourself, it's all ridiculous nonsense. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. But it's not some Slender Man. It's not some corporate, stupid, like massive studio schlop. They actually treated it well. I know the Kane Parsons guy, he's familiar with it. He made his own Backrooms series. And they gave that kid the helm. I'm sure they gave him help. Of course, he's young. And he's not that that trained. You know, they're gonna give him some help. But I can tell you this much: Are these big names in the movie? I didn't recognize these names. It wasn't like Brad Pitt. You know, you didn't have Sandra Bullock there. Okay. He had some black dude that I think I might have seen in a few things, and this chick who seems oddly familiar. Like I've maybe seen someone who looked like her in the HR office or something. You know, she looks kind of average. You know, but there's like things in this movie that are freaking trippy. That just the best part is like when he discovers the back rooms, when Clark discovers it, and he recruits his employees to help out. That's when the movie starts getting really good. Okay, first off, I think Clark, like I said before, is an asshole, is a murderous son of a bitch who actually tried to offer. Maybe he recruited them for help. No, he recruited his employees for a sacrifice, dude. That's what I think is happened there. Kat and Bobby are these. This is a young couple. They're like maybe in their 20s, maybe 18, maybe 19. They're young, okay. They're that young couple. Bobby is this white dude, short hair, pot smoking, drives a Harley, rides a Harley, you know, and cool dude, you know, cool dude to probably hang out with if you know when you're younger, you know. It's like I recognize that guy, you know, it's free spirit, whatever. All right. Yeah, they get recruited and they die off so early. I don't understand. It was so bullshit. I hated that part. I hated that fucking part. Hated that part. Man, they didn't even get a still life of themselves. Like the back rooms is like this place where like it grabs memories and whatever, and it distorts it and recreates it like the poor AI. But the two people that are like killed off in the beginning, or I guess halfway really in this movie, like you don't ever see like a still life of them. So I guess if someone's killed off in there, I guess they're killed off forever. I'm not exactly sure how that works. The pool rooms part was kind of cool. Yeah, that was cool. You've been and watched over 3 days. It was pretty good. Oh, the series stuff. What scared the crap out of me before the whole Marble Hornets series? Oh, I have not seen Marble Hornets. I've not seen it. But yeah, I do recommend the movie. Definitely check it out. I know I said some things here that could spoil it. Like I said, Clark is an asshole. You'll see it. He's a wife-beating son of a bitch. Okay. There's theories out there that the woman with the red hair who looks all freaky and stuff could actually be like the memory of his wife. You know, you know what? I had queued up to play some of this stuff anyway. Because I'm going to spoil the fuck out of this movie. I'm going to spoil the fuck out of this movie for you.
Every day, new secrets are discovered in the...
We're going to have to deal with this voice here, okay? All right. Here's some things you might have missed in the back rooms. Here we go.
Backrooms movie. For example, did you know that the red-haired woman...
Okay, this chick right here. Okay, first off, great makeup. If it's makeup, I don't know how they did this. Unnerving. Weird, right? Poorly generated AI. Yeah, so there's a theory that could be his wife.
Is a representation of Clark's ex-wife. You know, the woman who kicked him out of the house. I'll tell you all about that here.
Kicked him out of the house, and there's another guy in that scene. I don't know if this video will show him. There's like this fat guy sitting at the table because there's okay in this scene right here. Let me back up. Oh yeah, you see a part of it. Hold on. This part's so weird. This is such a wild scene. Okay. All right. Oh my God, this movie is so good. Okay, it actually is. This scene right here is like one of the best scenes in the movie. And okay. Let me back up. Oh, come on. So that's Pirate Clark. He's coming in. Ahoy, mateys. You know, he's like, "Arr." And then she starts freaking out. She looks She looks at Pirate Clark, who Pirate Clark is Clark. He's just like the manifestation of all his like his bad qualities. Okay. She looks at that, recognizes what it is, and she freaks out. She runs and gets out of there. Okay. There's Clark right there. He's sitting at the table. This whole scene is like redoing the role play that we saw in the beginning, where he's reenacting his like arguments he gets with his wife and the reason why he got kicked out of the house. And it got pretty heated. It got very aggressive. It was like, it looked like it could have gone like Thorpe level struggle session. Okay, with a little bit of violence. And we don't know much about Clark, actually, now I think about it. We just know he's divorced. We don't know the parameters of his divorce. We actually don't really even know why he's going to therapy in the first place. This guy could be going to therapy because it's court ordered. Because I was like wondering, why on earth is he going to therapy? What, to do the right thing? Because he actually needs help? Do you think this sort of guy would actually do that because he wants help? Nah, dude. I don't buy that for a second. Maybe he's doing it because maybe to show his ex-wife he wants to change. But she's already the ex. And there's a guy here at this table that I'm wondering if he is also involved in this situation. But we don't really get much. I could just be speculating like crazy here. But my theory is I don't think we're going to see the guy. Because I don't think this video talks about him. But there's a fat man at the table, and I think he got cucked by him. I think he did. That's my theory. That the other guy at the table is the bull in the relationship. Okay? Because if this is one of his memories, we would have run with that theory, then what about the other guys there? Okay, this is when you first see her. She's like freaking out. She's running towards him. I love how poor, like the quality of everything is like very poor, like 90s quality. It's like total crap. You can, so like at first that was going to be a complaint about the movie. Like this guy right here, this is actually a guy. When you first see him in the movie, you're like, what is that? I can't even tell what that is. I can't even tell what that's supposed to be. This is a guy in a wheelchair with a lamp. Okay. And he's in the scene too. Like you see him briefly, and I'm like, okay, wait, then is he connected to all this, or is he separate too? Like what? Now, the thing about this movie is it doesn't tell you anything really about any of that. All of it is just speculation and just kind of reading into it. So you can kind of just create your own theories and find evidence to support it. Honestly, that's kind of cool though. That's kind of cool. But let's see the case. Let's see the case about being the wife though. Okay.
Deformed entity, and many fans theorize that she is a copy of Clark's ex-wife. The evidence is clear. At the end of the film, Clark removes this woman's hair and puts it on his therapist.
Oh yeah, that was a wild part. He scalps the woman and puts the hair on her hair. It's like, okay, you're crazy,
so that
dude.
She can pretend to be his wife. This confirms that his wife was red-haired, just like the deformed woman.
Yeah.
But that's not all. This woman clearly represents a victim of domestic violence. When Captain Clark appears, the woman runs away terrified, as if she is afraid of him. According to the movie, Clark was...
And she keeps on running in a corner, like she's trapped. I don't think she gets out. I think she just
an
runs.
Alcoholic, and that caused his divorce. So it is reasonable to think that he used to hit his wife. That's why she is afraid of Captain Clark, who represents the darkest version of the original Clark. Oh. And finally, in another scene, this woman runs while holding her head as if it hurts. This is similar to a beaten victim.
Which probably happened on Christmas Day. A little bit of Christmas morning with some DV.
There are even more impressive details. The woman has 3 faces joined together from left to right. This is similar.
Like she got smacked across the face. Like that. Or she could be shaking her head.
To when a person shakes their head to say no. Clearly, this represents a victim begging not to be attacked. This movie is insane. It has details everywhere. When Clark arrives in the Backrooms for the first time, he finds a room where we see some shoes on...
This I didn't even notice. These shoes here, these are the shoes of Bobby and Kat, which they weren't even introduced into the Backrooms until later. So it already knew. It already knew about them. It,
on the floor. One pair of shoes is black, and the others are black and red sandals. These are the same shoes worn by Clark's employees when they were filming the commercial in the store. See for yourselves.
yep.
In the same room, we see a tilted purple chair.
A throne.
This is a representation of the same
for a
chair
king.
Clark used in the commercial. Let's remember that this chair broke from its back leg. The Backrooms tried to recreate the shape of that tilted chair. At the beginning of the movie, an async researcher is captured by a monster. Many fans have theorized about this entity, even suggesting that it could have been the bacteria, the iconic monster from the web series. But in reality, this being was Captain Clark.
Yeah.
We can know this
It
because
has
if
a
we
peg
pause
leg.
the video on the correct frame, we
Boom. Peg leg.
can
Got
see
it.
that the creature has a wooden leg, just like the pirate. This is very interesting because it establishes that the Backrooms created this pirate long before Clark entered the place. This
Yeah.
proves that the Backrooms do not only copy things that have entered the location, but also things that are close to the entrances.
Right. So, like I said, this patch of wall right here, this has no clip on it. He can just go right through. I don't know how it got that way. Like when they built this building, if they used magic concrete here, or this looks like just drywall. But on the other side, it's probably brick. I don't, if you ask questions about that, I guess it starts crumbling down, like the logic of it. But like I said, with the electrical panel, that stuff kind of, it kills the magic of it. There always has to be one magic BS moment,
Darren's store is near an entrance, and that's why Captain Clark...
And this is wild. Okay, I just gave away. This is what he looks like. Now, this may not look scary. And you only see it like this. Oh, like... Well, since you saw it now when you go see it, like, you know what it's going to be. Okay? It's really the movie's job now to convince you still that it's kind of unnerving the way it comes out. But when this is happening, I'm just like, girl, what are you doing? Grab that stick and jab it in his face. Beat him. And don't worry, this chick finally finds her spine. She finally does. She finds her cojones, okay?
was created a long time ago. Halfway through the movie, Mary comes across some strange drawings made by
This part
Clark.
was cool.
We will analyze every painted detail, but first, the drawing as a whole is a reference to Portal, the legendary Valve video game. In that story, there is a scientist named Doug Ratman, who was schizophrenic and painted something quite similar. In fact, in both drawings, we see a red eye, which represents GLaDOS, the artificial intelligence and main villain of the video game. The film's director, Kane Parsons, is a big fan of this video game and stated that he included references to it in the movie. Let's continue analyzing the painting. On the left, we can see a yellow creature that looks very similar to the async scientists.
These guys looked so freaking weird, man. Trippy, very trippy. And you don't see them often. I mean, you see them like in the beginning and at the end. And then it's like you get very little information. You don't know anything about them.
This clearly shows that Clark encountered them at some point during his exploration. But
Which is actually something I really like about this movie. It doesn't give you that exposition dump like at the very end, be like, oh yeah, by the way, this is all simulation. Oh yeah. The only information you get is the information the researcher gives to Mary, and it is like he's looking at at some glass that he can't see through, right? And as if he's being watched, and as if he's looking for permission to what he's allowed to say. Sorry, honey, you can't be free. You're gonna be abducted forever.
this event is never shown to us. On the right side of the drawing, we can see a monster eating someone. This is clearly Captain Clark. We can identify him by his
Captain
pirate hat.
Clark.
And the yellow person would be the async scientist who died at the beginning of the movie. This reconfirms that Captain Clark was here before the original Clark entered. At the beginning of the movie, Clark has electrical problems.
Oh, the fear of liminal spaces. I've been hearing that a lot. I don't fear that stuff. That's why like the Backrooms never really did anything for me. But I do like the psychological part of it. And the movie makes these cool connections with the characters that are it's good. That part's good. It's very Shining-esque, which is always cool if you when you pull it off. And I
in
think
his business.
he did it.
The lights flicker for no reason, so he
That's the electrical panel. Look at this. Look at this. Hold on. You see this guy? So this guy looks at this panel, and you're telling me. Hold on. Let's get to this. Okay, you're telling me neither one of them have the inclination to be like, hey, let's actually take off the panel to see how jacked up this wiring is. Because what the hell are those things? Any maintenance guy would do that. At least I'd be curious about that. Like, what the hell? Let me just go ahead and take this off right here and see. Because these cables would be going this way, going over the other cables. What the heck? You know? Nope, we're just gonna not do that.
reason, so he checks the fuse box with a technician. There, they find 3 switches they had never seen before. They activate them, but nothing happens. Many fans theorize that these come from the Backrooms. Somehow, that dimension has begun to affect ours, and that is why these switches were created in the real world. This theory makes sense, because the switches are placed crookedly.
Well, that theory makes sense, but that theory would die off real fast if they open up that panel. Anyway, they probably didn't think that one through.
And on top of the company's logo. That position makes no sense. Furthermore, their colors do not match the others.
No.
They are only imitations of the original switches. The Backrooms copied them in the same way they copy people in the movie. The terrifying part is that these copies are in our world when they should not be. The movie introduces us to a monster called Captain Clark,
Captain
a copy
Clark.
of the original Clark.
Oh, this
But
scene right
is
here when he eats Clark is so cool.
not a meaningless, deformed creation. It represents all of the original Clark's.
Oh, this is the fat white man that man. I'm just giving it all away, dude. Clark starts talking about all these characters in it. He's like, yeah, all these people, they're like props. They don't really do anything, essentially. They don't even feel pain. He starts stabbing them in the neck. He's like, they don't even feel this. Look, I just stab all day. They don't feel. And he's like, best part is you can even eat them. He starts ripping into his stomach. It's like, what in the world? This is crazy. This is crazy stuff, man. Oh, man. This scene actually kind of reminded me of, what's that painting called where you have a Cronus eating his son? Why did I just get an X notification stating the benefits of semen? Convince you to drink more semen.
Traumas. Captain Clark wears a pirate suit, identical to the one Clark uses in his commercials. This suit is a source of shame for Clark, who is forced to film ridiculous commercials to save his furniture business. He hates this costume, but there's more. The pirate walks clumsily, like a drunk person, which represents Clark's alcoholism. In addition, the pirate differs from other entities because he actually attacks people. This represents that the original...
Man, this movie is racist. Why did they have to make the black man be like a wife beater? Why do you have to do that? What the hell, man?
Clark was an alcoholic who became violent when he
didn't
drank.
think that one through.
And finally, Pirate Clark ends up devouring the original, which represents the guilt that always devoured Clark from within. Clark lived tormented by having ruined his marriage and never fulfilled his dreams.
Yeah.
This guilt always consumed Clark from the inside. That is why it is so symbolic that this...
Yeah, so I got the theory there. I definitely agree with that one. And to spoil this some more, Mary's ending. Wasn't it Saturn? It was Turn into Saturn. When, yeah, so Saturn is the Romans name for it. Anyway, yeah, but it is Saturn. Anyway, I mean, it's either way, right?
Backrooms movie is way darker than most people realize.
I like the. Okay, yeah, that's right.
Because when people leave the theater, they usually remember the creatures, the endless hallways, and the terrifying ending. But if you actually follow Mary's journey from beginning to end, you realize something disturbing. The Backrooms didn't just try to kill her; it slowly pulled apart every piece of her past. And by
every piece of her past, tore it apart. I almost don't want to spoil it for you. All this stuff. Definitely go check it out. But there is one video I do want to see related to this. It interests me on this topic. This one here. This woman claims that she solved.
I've been thinking about
This girl anyway claims she has solved the Backrooms movie. 95% sure. So I've seen it. Some of you guys have seen it. Let me see if I figure it out. Let's see if she's right on this. Literally a movie on King TL's life? It could be.
I just saw the Backrooms movie on opening night, and I have thoughts. Everyone's trying to figure this movie out right now. No one really knows for sure what to make of the ending or what the whole thing all means.
Uh-huh.
But I think I have it figured out. There are several important moments from this movie that communicated something to me that I think a lot of people are missing. I've been thinking about this all night, and once I explain it
That's true. I mean, I was thinking about this movie. I couldn't go to sleep last night. I take some melatonin, and I was thinking about it today. Still thinking about it now. Obviously, I'm talking about
scarier. In this video, I'm going to give my interpretation and analysis of the Backrooms, as well as my initial reaction from right outside the theater. Fair warning, from this point on, this video will be full of spoilers. See, it's dawned on me that the true horror of Kane Parsons' interpretation of the Backrooms is not analog horror, cosmic horror, monsters, uncanny valley, liminal space horror, or any of that. It's existential horror, stripped to its horrible skeleton. Backrooms is about the horror of memory. And that matters because memory is not just something you use when you need to remember someone's name or where you put your birth certificate. Memory is your perception of the world. Once you perceive something with your senses and your brain interprets it, then that thing is already outdated. It will never exist again in exactly the same way. And yet you have no other choice than to go on living your life, understanding the world.
Apocalypto is a fantastic movie. You know what? I didn't watch it for the first time until I think, last month. Holy crap. And that was a movie that I was like, holy shit. I never thought really in detail how they lived. How, like, I guess the indigenous people of, like, I don't know, South America freaking lived. The Aztecs. I really thought about it. I heard stories. Sound crazy. But to depict that, holy crap. Damn. I was like, oh man, we need to talk about Apocalypto next time.
People and
talk
yourself
about a brutal movie.
Based not on what really exists, but on memory alone.
That movie goes
There's
hard.
one scene fairly early on in the film that stuck out to me more than any other. It says so much with 0 words. It's the flashback to Sarah's childhood where we see her and her mother make handprints in the concrete in the new driveway outside their home. Many families do this when constructing new homes. I know me and my siblings did
it's kind of nice to do.
Those handprints are still there to this day. It's a way of preserving a memory. However, this quiet scene of Sarah and her mother is shattered when we see a dump truck from above seemingly about to pour debris on top of their heads.
Yeah, that was a cool way to transition that to the next where you see Mary and you're like, what just happened? Oh, that was a memory.
We then abruptly cut to the future as we see an adult Sarah watching her child.
Oh, she's saying Sarah. Actually, her name is Mary, but I'm not going to fault her because I said Clark was Clint in my reviews. I'm not the only one who's just getting names wrong here, which I think actually but maybe she did it on purpose. After all, it is a review on the Backrooms, and it's kind of like, what do we remember? It's all distorted, and we're going based on memory.
Be demolished. This scene shows us how memory is stored in places. Then it asks
we're
the
probably
question,
potheads.
what happens to those memories when those places no longer exist? What happens to memories when they no longer have a home? Turns out there is a scientific explanation to this, and it's pretty much the key to figuring out this entire movie. You know how Clark says the Backrooms doesn't really create places, it remembers them, and each time it remembers something, the less it does? Well, that's actually how our brains work in real life. I mean, everyone knows that when you recall a memory, it isn't exactly perfect to what actually happened. There are things you forget, there are things you interpret later based on later knowledge. But did you know that each time your brain subsequently retrieves a memory, it's
Their
not
theory
assembling
is
it
that the
based on the initial
Backrooms
sensory
is
input?
just
The original is
memory.
long
So,
gone, waste,
yeah, I mean,
according to your biology.
I think-
All your brain can do is recall your last recollection of the memory, the imperfect recollection. And the more often you recall and ruminate on a certain memory, the more distorted and untrue it becomes. I think this theme is what Kane Pixels was intending to communicate in the Backrooms movie, because
nice theory, and I do agree with the theory. My problem is to make this real. How in the world are you going to do that? Because you can't. Because how is a slab of wall going to all of a sudden just soften up and let you just kind of go in to some other dimension?
it's the same theme he explores in his other YouTube series, The Oldest View. The Oldest View takes place in a recreation of the Valley View Mall, which used to exist in real life in Dallas, but is now long gone. Waste. The Rolling Giant is the series' central monster, but it too is just a recreation of something that now only exists in memory. Both the giant and the mall are made frightening by the distorted lens we see the past through. But we don't just remember places and things in a way that isn't quite true. It's also people. We see that the Backrooms as an entity can create people that aren't quite people. Just like how our minds cobbled together visions of the people we think we know based on sights, sounds, and impressions. All of which have a short shelf life.
You know, like when you're thinking of like an ex and they look hotter in your head than they actually do in real life, and you see them again, you're like, ooh, actually, yeah, that's I'm just joking. Or am I?
Your idea of that person you know is about as close to the real them as the warped pirate Clark monster is to the real him. The Backrooms as an entity is trying to answer the query, who is Clark? Well, Clark wears an embarrassing pirate costume. Clark is pathetic. Clark is aggressive and angry. Other people...
Hey, but he was in therapy trying to work on himself, right? I still... Yeah, my theory on that is that Clark was only there because he had to be there. I think that was the reason why.
Like Barbara are scared of Clark, as evidenced by the fake Barbara running away from the fake Clark. All these characteristics are things Clark himself or the people that know him have thought to be true about him at some point. But as we see, they don't all add up to equal the real Clark. But as interesting as Clark is as a character, I found myself more drawn to Sarah. Although she...
So if I went into the Backrooms, my negative manifestation of myself would be like the big baby, and I would be chased by the big baby, and I would have to fight. I could either overcome it or it could take over me. It'd be like that.
Appears to live a normal life, writing books, working as a therapist, and going to social gatherings. Sarah is aloof and distracted. She is constantly recalling memories of her traumatic childhood, carrying them with her along with that piece of hand-printed concrete from her childhood home. Clark and Sarah are similar in that they ruminate obsessively over the past. Although Sarah's stagnation is due to being a victim of severe childhood trauma, and Clark's is because of his refusal to accept responsibility for his shortcomings, they're still both trapped in life, believing things that aren't true.
You know who would love this movie? It probably would never stop talking about it. Ruby Spacek. Ruby freaking Spacek, dude.
The thing about the ending of this movie is it's not a cliffhanger like many people are saying. It's a mic drop. When I saw that ending shot, a pit opened up in my stomach and I understood that there was nothing more to be said. The false, distorted reflection of Sarah sitting there despondently is the culmination of the whole existential nightmare we've been watching this whole time. It means the horror is not far away or theoretical. It's about you, the viewer. Who are you? Can you trust the memories that made you what you are? You have.
That's on point. Because after watching the movie, I was dude, she's right. She's on point with it. Because after watching this movie, I swear part of my thoughts was like, whoa, this movie is about yourself. You are the back room. Your life, your memory, your past. The different selves, the different faces, the masks, the hats you wear, all whatever word you want to use, the different sides of you. You are the back room. Should start attributing Bible verses to scenes. You probably would. Probably like David versus Goliath. So yeah, I think she's on point. Shout out to that. Morbidly Fascinated 5. Cool. All right, that was a lot of Backrooms. I thought the Backrooms was a good movie. Definitely check it out. I probably spoiled it for you. Hopefully not too much. It's fun. You're gonna like it. Okay, so. Oh, Ethan Ralph. Let's do that. That's right. Ethan Ralph, boy. Ethan Ralph. Oh. You know, Ethan Ralph and Scarlett were on my channel talking to me about the relationship and stuff. It seemed like everything was fine, but things are not fine. Now we have Ralph releasing the tape. Actually didn't really talk to me. I tried to ask Scarlett questions, but Ralph shut it down. And then Scarlett started like saying crazy things, which I don't take. If Scarlett watches this, she probably will. I don't take anything anyone says about me seriously, so no hard feelings. And I hope no hard feelings towards you either. I only said what I said because you said crazy things my way. I could be nice if you want to be nice, or I could be mean if you want to be mean. So whatever. Anyway, either Ralph releasing the tape.
So yeah, I can play this. This is my footage.
I can
It's ours. We both own it.
Sent to this scene.
Both own it.
Correct.
We can show this. This is totally legal for me to show. There's no
Xannies and
pornography
booze
here.
combined,
I wanna be
man.
clear.
You consent to this scene. Correct.
Yeah.
You consent to it.
Yeah.
I consent to it. We both have 50% ownership. You can do whatever you want with it.
Already,
I know we already have it, but just in case, I figured we would do that again.
yeah.
What's that bag right there? Is that Coke?
It's a job scene.
And that's what
Is this a bag of blow right here? Just right there. You know, for TOS purposes, I don't know what that is. That could just be powdered sugar.
it is.
With me and
I'm not
Ethan
a
Ralph.
yeah,
Flashlight
Delaney,
cop.
and that's her
And that's her name, by the way, her real name. And it's funny because yeah, it was just a blow up scene, but like she almost turned it into like a full on sex scene, which I would have done, but we had been partying all day, and it was like, okay,
so this is only for legal purposes.
This is only for right.
Yeah.
yeah, it's only for legal purposes. But you've been lying about this tape, and so now I feel like telling people whether the tape ever comes out or not that you have been lying. I feel like I feel like you besmirched my name publicly about making you do something, and you took money for this. And I don't even consider this as a production. Like, she got money off the money we raised that night.
Mm-hmm.
She got $375, which was half of the $750 goal that we had. Now,
So she got
I
paid.
didn't mention that we had actually raised more than that. We'd actually raised like over 1,000. But that wasn't her money. That was bonus money for me. So she got
So it wasn't really half. Okay.
$375. I have the Cash App transaction showing this. She was remunerated already. I lost money on this. So
Scarlett, if you're listening, you need to release it before Ralph does and get the upper.
You're so right. You're so right. You need to release it before I do, which I wasn't even gonna do.
I wasn't
I'm
even
tempted
going to
to
do it.
just because I know you can't do anything about it.
She
'Cause
forced
it's
his
totally
hand. He has
legal.
no
Like,
choice.
I may not be able to like monetize it on Pornhub if I wanted to, but there's some places I could if I really wanted to go that route. But the reason I'm showing
He's done his research. He thought about it. He was not going to do it, but he's definitely done his homework.
this video is to show there was no strong arm. There was no. Am I going to put it on Twitter? Definitely no. I will not. I definitely won't do that. The Twitter account's too valuable. But, and it's not, I don't think it could be taken down, actually, but I ain't going to take that.
But you're not so sure about it. He's not so confident about it. He's not.
There's It's on Twitter.
I wonder
Legal
why.
name only, so this is only for legal purposes.
This is only for right.
Yep, and we've submitted our IDs.
And I'll send you this video too. This is for our protection.
No, I think she
It's
claims
not
she
part
doesn't
of
have
the
the
We
video.
have not planned out to monetize it, but it's going to be, we were planning 50.
Probably Pornhub, honestly, but yeah, but it's 50-50.
But I wanted
Whatever
to make
money's
sure he
made.
gets compensation for it in equal amount.
Yeah.
That's the best
Equal
way to
amount.
do
So
it.
if I did monetize this somehow and made money off of it and didn't give her half the money that I made, that would also be a violation of our verbal agreement right here that's on camera. So say I put it out on Pornhub and it made like $1,000, whatever the and I didn't give her $500, okay, that would still be something she could challenge.
We both agree. No issues.
Yeah.
I think you could challenge if she's actually like sober to, agree to all this.
Wait, her makeup looks even clearer in the end, I would say.
I never done this before, so I'm just.
And you're not, neither of us is under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Nope.
Did you hear that? Neither of us. Did you
That's
hear
bull
this?
crap.
I'm playing this because I'm still deciding what's going to happen with this footage, and she can decide too because she owns half of it. But did you hear what she said? Neither of us are under the influence of
All she has to do is say she was like coerced. That's all she has to do, man.
drugs or alcohol. That is a statement that she is making, and she's not under duress at all.
Okay.
So I just want to show this to you.
What's this
And
baggie
if you
right
think
here?
I ain't
I'm not a flashlight cop. I'm actually looking out for Ralph. I don't think this is the surefire ace in the hole that you think it is, because anyone watching be like, oh, what's this? And they're going to ask Scarlett. It's never going to get that far. I'm just looking out for you, brother. Are these pills? What's this? No, that's her purse. I can't tell what that is. So freaking
willing
grainy.
to fight this to the goddamn
like
Supreme Court, you're out of your
clarity.
mind. It won't even go that far because here she is right here, clearly not under duress. I also have other footage where she actually signs papers to do pornography. That's a whole separate video that happened the day before. This somehow caused Scarlett to lose her mind. I don't know.
I never done this before, so I'm just.
And you're not, neither of us is under the influence of drugs or alcohol.
Right. And we're not.
So we're all good.
That is an honest face
We're
right
both
there.
consenting adults, and we both. 50-50.
Yeah. No, I mean you are
Dude, we shake on it. We literally shake.
We shook on it, Your Honor. It's binding. You gotta take her word for it. She's sober.
on it
Okay.
on camera.
You consent to the.
So I don't know what to say. Obviously, I can put that out, and there's no court in the United States or even a Mexican judge here in the great country of Mexico, sober as a Mexican judge. They would not convict me for that. Like, I clearly could do that.
You know what? I applaud his confidence. I do. I think he's walking into a trap that he set for himself and does not realize it yet. But okay. All right, buddy. I mean, it is Scarlett Hampton, so maybe nothing will even come up from it. So, Ralph, what are you doing? Just get back together with Scarlett. Patch things up. She's the only one that I could think of that could like keep up with you, like drinking wise and partying wise. Come on.
Ralph Loki, there's a baggie on the desk that was placed there before you both arrived in the room.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a bag like Loki.
Oh, that bag? If that's stuff eyelashes, that's far. Or are you talking about that was in the bag? Okay, but this white bag is so far away from everything else. It's kind of
Clearly could do that.
It's so
Ralph
out
Loki,
there.
there's a baggie on the desk that was placed there before you both arrived in the room.
Yeah, I don't know. There's not a like Loki baggie on the desk. Like
even the chat pointed
during
it
the
out.
scene, there's a bottle on the desk, but it's not like we put it there for effect. We want it to look sleazier. Yeah, no, but look, I'm looking
your
at.
chat's not worried about the bottle. Your chat's worried about the
There's
bag.
her purse. There's her makeup. She took forever to do her makeup.
about this
she
thing?
looked. I thought she looked great.
What about this thing?
At the end?
What is this?
I don't see any. Oh no, that's not a baggie. That's actually a makeup wipe.
That's a makeup wipe. Hey, you know, I can't really tell from here what it is. And one can make the case if this was a bag of blow, why is Scarlett not using it? You know? Why is it just sitting there? Won't you save it for later? You know, I don't know. Actually, honestly with you, it's probably not. This probably actually is a wipe. It doesn't really look like a bag. Okay? Hey, hate to be a buzzkill on this, but this does not look like a baggie. Okay? I've seen baggies before. You've seen baggies before. This does not look like a baggie.
I don't see any. Oh no, that's not a baggie. That's actually a makeup wipe. I'm looking at what you're saying. That might have that would have helped if it had been there, but no, that's a makeup wipe. I see what you're saying though. And she's talking about this or that. I mean, we could give her a call if she wants, unless she's scared. I mean, I stand by what I said. I own the rights to the footage, and so does she. 50-50. I'm putting the scene out, bitch. Like, we're hitting the goal, and like, there ain't shit you can do about it. So you might as well get on the train and get you a little taste. Hello.
I don't know. No. You know what? Getting a BJ from a washed up, worn out, blown out corn star is not the accomplishment, not the achievement that you think it is.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. You're not. Are you like spaced out, or what's going on here?
No.
Like I don't know.
Should the body cam come out first?
I don't care about any body cam, bitch. That's a citation.
Well,
you think I give a about anything that happened in Wisconsin?
You care about your super chat. So what happened to that $1,500 you made that night?
Well, none of it went to you.
That $375 we agreed.
That's right, $375. We agreed, no, and you know what? If you don't like it, file a police report and charge me.
You don't like my generosity?
Well, I don't have those papers, so I don't have that agreement.
Okay, well, I have you on tape. I have you on tape saying you can send it to it. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. So if you don't like it, file a charge.
Well,
if not, get the fuck off here.
You're agreeing to your current.
I'm not agreeing to shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Well,
I own 50% of that footage, and so do you.
So and that agreement.
And you can do whatever you want.
Can you actually read me it? Because under my rights, I have a right to.
I'm not.
She doesn't have a copy of the agreement.
I showed you the video, and if you don't,
agreement is legal in Wisconsin.
I don't know. Couldn't care less.
You got it from Hunter.
Ralph is not a lawyer.
More so.
I don't mention. Listen, I'm telling you, bitch. Like, you keep trying to bring Hunter Moore into things.
She's still with the Ralph. Ralph here. He's above the law.
Hey, listen
I'm telling you, you have.
You do from birth.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you again.
So does that video also include my laptop then?
I don't have your laptop, dumb bitch. You lost your own laptop.
That
so
video
goodbye.
Was
so thanks. Yeah.
Did he just hang up on her? Manufactured drama? You think it's manufactured? I legit think this is real, and you're just seeing the results of a crazy person dealing with another crazy person who doesn't give an F. Is just going to do whatever he wants.
There's my notification to her. I don't have her laptop. She's trying to name drop.
You know what I've been watching lately? Like crazy? Body cam videos. Oh man, I love them. They're so good. They're so good. And you'll see things that like, there's no way this is legit. This is crazy. But yeah.
People that have nothing to do with this. And she can get like she has 153, make that 154 times accredited once I put my video out. If you think you're going to get on here and besmirch
Besmirch the great Ralph and
No, those days are over. You mean nothing to me. You're absolute scum.
Matt and TJ, that's real.
At every turn.
Oh, what is not real is them actually being a couple. That's not real.
And try to lie about it afterwards, which makes it even worse. So, yeah, I own it. By the way, you own 50% too. Why don't you put it out right now? Do it.
Are you getting called?
Yeah, what do you want? You have 50%. Why don't you put it out right now?
I don't. I just wanted to say something.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did. I don't care. I do what I want.
You're actually giving me which I mean is fine. You're acting like a Jew. So
yeah, I'm giving you way more than the Jews, actually.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I already have.
Thousands off of raising money for this scene that we never shot.
We did shoot. I have the scene. Do you want me to show it on air? I have the scene.
Have a copy of the papers.
I have the scene. Okay, we'll file a report.
What about your charges for battery that night?
I don't care. Who knows what you're talking about?
I did not write you up for that, but
who gives a fuck? It's simple battery. Nobody gives a fuck.
And we talked about it.
Nobody's like, yeah, it's not going to cancel the Ralph and Mel. Like, nothing's going to cancel him. He's already like streaming a Rumble. His audience doesn't give a damn. He'd actually make more money if he slapped her around on camera. I mean, that's what his audience is like. That's what they like, you know? I mean, I'm spitting facts. That's what they're like.
You think you're outing me? It's simple battery.
I'm not.
You said I grabbed you. You said I grabbed you by the ankle, and they let me go within 1 hour, and then that's literally what happened. You said I grabbed you by the ankle. They filed a simple assault charge, which is a citation. Do you know what the difference between a misdemeanor, a citation, and a felony are? This
Ralph learned that the hard way.
means unless I ever come back to Milwaukee or that area, I'm never going to have to pay that money. Grabbing you on the ankle don't mean a shit. I already have the body cam and nobody else does. So, like, who cares, bitch? You're not putting me on blast. But you suck my dick and you took money for it and you agreed for me to publish it.
What about the laptop?
I don't know. You can no, you can't actually. So I have not. That's up to you.
What about
you have to keep up with your own property, sweetheart. I don't know what to tell you.
Man, the story about the laptop is strange. I do recall reading tweets where it made it seem as if Ralph has it. But at this point, even I'm so gaslit, I don't even know where it's at. Last time we saw Scarlett was trying to look for her laptop at a freaking construction site because Ralph had told her he put it there or something. Somehow she got the idea that it was over there. This is, he probably has it. He has it.
You have to keep up with your own property, man. Like, what am I supposed to do about that?
You told me I have your PC.
I did not tell you that. That's
when you're in Mexico City Airport screaming, "I'm gonna release everything on your laptop. I got a file on you."
I did not say that.
I'm not the first one that you've done
right,
this kind of stuff
Sin?
too.
I got
so
two
that's
laptops I'm trying to get rid of.
Now.
Okay, yeah, well, call it out. Do it with somebody else's show. Never call me again, though. Do that. So
don't do that, Ralph.
Could it?
These two are like lovebirds. They're both worn out in their own way.
Be more Crystal. Like I really don't know. I think you're a piece of shit. I think it's been firmly revealed that you're a piece of shit. And I think you're crazy. I think you need time and inpatient treatment. And simple.
Wait, is he talking about himself or her?
Battery? What, you said I grabbed her ankle and they filed a citation against me and I was out of jail in an hour? That was the one thing people didn't know about. And you seem to be like really concerned that they know about it. I don't give a I'll tell them about it. And guess what? I'll pay that if I so choose or I won't. One or the other, because it's not a criminal violation. You don't understand the difference of the law. These citation shit, guess what? I already looked up the Milwaukee thing. Nothing ever happens unless I go to Milwaukee. If I don't pay those fines, literally nothing ever happens. Nothing. Now, if I go to Milwaukee,
they're not going to send a special unit to extract Ralph from Mexico.
and I get picked up, they say, hey, you owe $800 something. You better pay this, and we're going to keep you in jail for however long, whatever. Yeah, that'll happen. Anything else, I don't have to pay that. I don't give a fuck. And I probably will. Again, I probably will pay it, but it's like it's not a pressing concern. And the whole shit in the other place you're talking about is a simple assault. Literally, you showed him your ankle, and you had a scratch on your ankle.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to say that I grabbed your ankle, which I didn't do. Maybe one of your fucking Johns did that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't do it while I was around. I'm not sure if that was a previous.
So are we releasing this video or what?
And then this bitch cop got into it with me, and finally, this guy, the male cop, said, "Man, just chill out." He said, "It's like no big deal." He's like, "I'll get you in and out in an hour. It's simple assault." He's like, "It's not even a thing." He's like, "It's not even. It's a citation. It's not even
Dale
a big
Gribble
deal."
69 sent $50
He's like, "I'll
on
get
Rumble.
you in
I'm
and
just
out
worried that
in
if I
an
donate
hour,
to this
and you'll
release
still
that
make
I will
your
be
flight in the
culpable to some
morning."
degree until I feel confident I have
And
to
he did.
abstain. I need
So,
Scarlett
like,
on tape either relinquishing
Yeah, that's
her
the
rights or
big
something.
secret that she thinks I'm afraid of revealing. I'm not. Bitch, I already have the
call her bluff, Ralph. Just double down and do it, dude.
email about picking up the body cam footage for myself. The only reason I haven't is because they wanted me to pick it up in person, not to arrest me. They think I'm from that area, and so I have to email them back. Whatever, I don't care. Like, I just don't give a shit. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, you think you have something over me? You have nothing over me. And if you think you do,
I don't know. Ralph sounds kind of scared right here. I mean, he could just release the video and then be like, what? What now? Did he actually release it?
do prove it. 2 more weeks to jail the Ralph mail. You ain't got shit on me, bitch. And I will put this footage out if we hit the goal. And I don't give a single.
Oh, okay. It's gold.
You agreed to it. There's been paperwork signed. Now, it's true. We don't have the exact paperwork. But if you think you can prove you on camera saying you consent to everything I said is going to like sway some type of jury or anything else, then I don't know what to
That's it. I mean,
tell you. I don't think it will.
So this video is most definitely coming out then. So there's going to be another Ralph corn tape out there on the internet. This time it seems like he tried to do his work to make sure it won't bite him in the ass. And it might actually help him. We'll find out. He could be, like I said, walking into a trap that he created. But you know, we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see. Absolutely. He leaves out the last consonant in a sentence often. Yeah, he does. That's the Ralph and Mel way of talking, for sure. So we have a call from it. Okay. She talks to this guy about the whole thing. It is kind of long. And the Koopa stuff, man, this already, I'm like, oh, could Scarlett just have hit me up, man? I think she did try to talk to me. Man, okay.
I already looked up the Milwaukee thing.
All right, Scarlett calls in. Let's get to that part.
Where he took the laptop. And
Okay. All right. So Scarlett's talking to the guy. Let's get this.
and that he's basically been threatening me since that incident where he took the laptop. And
Can you remember the first time he tried to extort you?
well, it's a common thing with Ethan.
Okay.
It's a common thing. He's been doing this about the sex scene, saying he's going to release that. So the reason why we actually
common
got
that
the
she's
scene in the first place
it's just
was
whatever?
because he had already threatened me, and I was trying. He had gotten to jail, and had yelled at me for texting Ice Dancer at that time because he was in jail and it had nothing to do with me. Like, I didn't get him in jail. I didn't get him put in jail. And then he tells everyone he's trying to get me put in jail. No, I got him a courtesy ride to the airport. And then everyone saw that body cam footage. There was no body cam footage that night. There was another body cam because there was another incident. And that incident had to do with, that was at another night.
And he seems to be bragging about that one. This is the one that he's talking about on air right now, right?
On the phone? Well, you know, it's every day was an incident. It was just kind of like, everything's my fault all the time. And I don't know. It's not my podcast. It's not my stream. Like that night he came in for the quartering thing. It's also take us to the quartering's house because I'm not a swatter. I'm not going to SWAT and show up at somebody's house like that.
So there was an attempt to try to get some content on the quartering, but she's just not going to do it. Okay.
Never. I never done that.
Oh, everyone's at Jeremy's? Okay.
I just know that I just think a lot of things were twisted out of proportion, and I really don't care about the blowjob scene. I've done how many? He's doing exactly what everyone else has done. He's just kind of he's raising $3,000, which is great. I think that everybody that's contributing to that fund, I'll look up the records for all those super chatters. They're contributing basically to an extortion.
Good luck on that. Okay.
You know, I do actually agree with you, Scarlett. And you may not like me, and you may not like my people, but you know, you may want to get one of us on the hook and you know, lawyer up.
Well, a lot of people don't like my people, and
you guys go to the Jeremy as if he's the top thing. If you want to watch Jeremy, go watch Jeremy. Right now, I'm covering this.
I think Ethan's the one feeding me a lot of the stuff I say, but I've always respected, appreciated him. I thought he taught me a lot. He had me block certain people, block these people, and I didn't know these people, you know, and we had a fight about that a couple times because there were people where I liked some of their posts, and then all of a sudden I'm a bad guy, right? Oh, you like this person's post, and then, you know.
That's how it is with them.
I didn't know he's that
he watches
sensitive
everything
about
Scarlett does.
Maybe he should be more sensitive about his own appearance on camera.
Yeah.
Well, Scarlett, have you noticed that every time he tries to distance himself from you, he also calls you a Nazi? He also plays into these Jew tactics.
The Jew tactics, huh?
I find that very interesting myself. I like to think about myself I do MLC show a lot. I like to think of myself as comedic, entertainer. I've been trying to make a new path in my life for over a year now. When I agreed to do a scene, I've only brought it up because I'm not going to explain that situation, but it was after the situation at the Dahmer Hotel, the Ambassador Hotel in Milwaukee. After he doxed my friends and family, and threatened them.
After he doxed your friends and family, that should be the end of it. Why stay with him? Unless there's some sort of drugs involved.
And it was a live stream, and everyone hated me for that, and that's fine. I get it.
Cheap pills from Mexico.
And I reconciled after that. I brought up the mention of, I'll make it up to you for what I did, and he had mentioned before.
It's Scarlett Hampton. I know she's worn out and washed out and all that, but she could do better than Ralph. What is Ralph offering her? Other than, like I said, cheap pills from Mexico. That must be it.
Wanting to do a sex tape or something. So I was in a situation where I was already, I was pretty scared at that time.
Well, honey, did you manage to get a case number?
I didn't he had no right to do certain things that he did. but also we both mess up. I messed up too before too, and but yeah, I've slept for him, and that's why I thought that things were ending peacefully. He broke up with me. I thought that our previous agreement stood. I guess not, and it really doesn't matter to me. I don't lose anything from this. He maybe he should give that fun call it.
Man, I don't think she could really fight this. I'm not a lawyer. You know what? She should probably just ask a lawyer about this. Ask a lawyer, because there was a video of me consenting to it. I don't have a copy of the video, but this is the video. You want to see it, and just see if you can fight that.
I gotta pay Wisconsin for because
Well, you said you didn't. There was like a police report, or was there not a police report in the second?
My laptop? Yeah, there was, but Ethan wasn't. So that night,
Laptop.
I find my iPhone, have my MacBook Pro, which is like a $1,200 laptop. People are like saying, "Oh, it's like no, it had a terabyte of my information
Your
on
grandma.
it." Wow. And
poetry.
Ethan had the password for it. Yeah, call me stupid. I'm stupid because he had said, "Well, I was tested at the TSA trying to get to America, and they said his laptop contained bomb material. So they did not let him bring his laptop, and he rebooked his flight for the next day and was bummed out about it. So then I said he wanted me to buy him a new laptop, and then I said, well, you can stream on mine, because he did one stream at my apartment here. He did a stream, and so I gave him the password. So when my laptop went missing, I was concerned. I didn't think he took it, but I knew where it was, and it was in his backpack. He put it in his backpack at my apartment. Then
he probably has it, darling.
His backpack and left my car at a gas station when I was going in to pay for gas. And then he was all angry about being late for the quartering thing and not being able to shoot the quartering documentary because he said he's letting people down, and and that was apparently my fault. I jump around a lot when I talk. So
that's all right, honey. The case that I was trying to ask you about actually was not the laptop. I was trying to ask you about the battery.
He walked to somebody's residential house, ordered an Uber there, and disposed of my laptop on their property. So that's where my laptop was traced to, was where his Uber was ordered to. So
he ditched the laptop just somewhere. What an asshole. He may not even actually have it. It's just somewhere. It's lost forever. Some random person has this laptop and trying to figure out the password. Maybe already broke into it and has everything Scarlett had on it. Has all her stuff.
My laptop, it showed that it was in someone's house. So when I saw that on Find My iPhone, I went and drove there, and I thought this person stole my laptop that lived at that place, right? So that's the only reason why I called a cop, was because I can't just go onto their property. So the cop just knocked on their door a few times, and then she asked me when was the last time you saw the laptop, and I said, well, he had it in his backpack. So then she called him on my phone, and then he told her to get fucked, and the officer Dean, and then I was mad because it's like, then after that, it was just like, I'm gonna dox everybody you know. I have your information. I've been building a file on you since day one. It just became like rancid.
That's the Ralph and Mel way. Building a file on you since day one. Man, that's what Ralph does, man. Okay.
So,
do you believe any of that stuff? Do you believe any of that?
About that? So that she told me, well, we have to create the police report in Madison where the crime originally happened, where he originally took your property. Just because I live in Madison, I mean, he stalks me already, whatever. So I just didn't really, so I don't really understand, like, how he stalks hundreds of people. Like, that's just what he does. But he never got doxxed yet, right? So even the police in Milwaukee were like, Officer Yang, like, the only reason
there are people.
Oh, I think we're dropping frames here right now. Hold on. There we go. We're good. By the way, if you're enjoying the stream, definitely press the like button. Probably lower viewership tonight. Hey, it's going to be less Thorpe stuff in the beginning, okay? I will include some Thorpe and Thorpe adjacent characters, but first, after all this stuff, we are tapering off, okay? We have to. Anyway. think some signal issues, but hopefully it's fixed.
You know where to find him.
I never did. He actually got mad at me that he had charges that they put on him for his own actions. Like,
of course
I kind of paid
blame
for
you.
all of the, like, there was a lockout fee in Chicago, then there was another $350 fee that they charged me because of the situation that happened at a hotel. You know, like, I had just thought, well, there's always an answer. He's always thinking that I'm threatening him, and I don't never want to hurt him.
I'm not in Ralph's server. I mean, as a file? Or no, I'm not in Ralph's Discord. No. Does he have a Discord?
And I think that he found an opportunity to exploit that. Midwest people are pretty polite. It hurts my heart that he's done that to me and my friends.
Okay, so he does have it. Okay.
Yeah, that the threat, the ongoing threats, like, I don't understand what he wants from me. He thinks I owe him, and he makes money off of, like, the first time he's trying to raise money for that.
Well, you're kind of letting him use you, Scarlett.
It was like he made like $1,600, and then even my own friends they were angry at me for taking up for him, and I understand that because they. But I defended him, and because I viewed it as well, I had to do that porn scene so that my life wouldn't get ruined. And
what? You had to do the porn scene so your life would get ruined by Ralph doxing you and your whole family, I'm guessing. Okay. I mean, I do believe that. I mean, that's a Ralph tactic right there. She could just not have done it and then, like, just distance himself from, like, she should. Man, as soon as she saw that Ralph was a certain way, she should have just distanced herself. And you'd think she would know better, being that she wasn't in Korn and dealing with those sort of abusive, coercive sort of guys. But it's like she just fell for this disgusting human garbage that's quite I mean, it's apparent. I don't. It has to be drugs. It just has to be, because what else? I mean, Ralph's not packing a huge pipe down there, you know. He's not the celebrity he used to be, you know. I say celebrity, but internet celebrity. Okay, it's Ralph. Man, Scarlett has really she really kind of screwed herself on this one.
That night we had a big fight about the porn scene, and it was on stream even. And then I think that night after that happened, and that's the night where he got the battery charge just because he.
Yeah. Do you have the case number for that?
And then he ran away again. And I mean, it is a repetitive thing.
Delaney.
I just put up with it, right? You know, like, I'm stupid for that. And I'm sorry.
Delaney, you're not stupid for that. What you could do that would be really smart is you could find the case number for that second assault.
I don't want to pursue that. I just want to be left alone by him. But
you see, he will probably end up doing this to another girl.
My sister, and she was.
He'll keep on doing it until the day he dies, because at this rate, he's not gonna get locked up for. I've. Like, Ralph Amell has shown time and time again that he has this insane luck to just get by. And it seems to work for him. You know, what else is there to say? He's not going to get locked up for anything.
I'm worried about it. My mother's back in the States now. She's worried about it. And my mother knows all law. She knows California, Wisconsin. She's a very smart person. I've still kind of swept for him in a way because I I wanted him to get home when he was in Mexico City. He ran away, and then said nice try. Like I got away, you know, because
a dead man Discord tutorial. Okay. Join Discord. I think you just use your email address or something, and then that's about it.
So he got an Uber, and then so when he was stuck in Mexico City, he told me on the phone, "If my cats are dead when I get home, if I don't get home tonight, you know, your life is over." You know, things like that. The typical. I don't call that blood sports. I call that just like.
No, it's psychotic.
Yeah, he's just whining. Then blocking me, muting me every time he says, ask a question, and I'm trying to answer it. Like this isn't even comedy. Like,
yeah,
it's like.
Well, how about the fact that Ralph is always around and like stop you from answering questions?
I don't like to.
Yeah, she is her own worst enemy on this one.
Like, I mean, but I can handle situations and I will survive. But I like because this already happened with Matt Mead. Like, but that got swept by Chrissy Mayer and Kiana. They swept for Mead when I already had a record of things that happened, and I didn't.
But honey, in this situation, the only person sweeping is you're sweeping for him. Like
you're sweeping for him. You are hurting yourself here. I mean, you're not doing yourself any favors. Whatever. Oh, step one. What is Discord? It's an app. What happens in Discord? People get trolled until they cry, and then someone gets doxxed and dies. That rhymed. It was kind of cool. Probably not. Someone will bully you into eating your own feces. That totally was not me.
And
you couldn't control what Chrissy Mayer does. You can control what you do.
But Chrissy Mayer, that was the previous situation. I'm talking about Ethan right now. Like,
yeah, okay.
My previous relationship. I actually recently was talking to someone, and I never had a public relationship before, like this fall, and both times it was because I met through podcasts. And then I realized, well, meeting through podcasts, maybe I get too much respect for people too quickly. And what happens is I don't see where things aren't right. Like my friends got mad at me. Like I didn't have that many friends, but they got mad at me.
Mm-hmm. Everyone she knew got mad at her for being with this guy. You know what she did? She chose Ralph over them.
I mean, I drove 6 hours the night Ethan flew in for the quartering thing, right? 6 hours in my old car, you know, to pick him up, and he was already yelling at me, saying he didn't want to stay in Chicago, but he had gotten the flight to Madison, and I guess he got that flight, and it didn't go to Madison. He had a long layover, and he didn't want to be there, so he called me, and, you know, basically, like, get your ass here, so, I, you know, was trying to just, like, because he stayed at my place, in my apartment, during that.
I am getting more depth as to the relationship here. Of course, it is just like, okay, you're just making, you are explaining that everyone was warning you about this guy. I mean, come on now.
A couple days, and I was the chauffeur, I guess, you know, for that quartering trip, so. Actually, I'm the one that, I don't know the quartering, right? I didn't drive to someone's house to do whatever. He could have Ubered there, but he Ubered from Milwaukee to Chicago instead to run away from me. When he could have just told me, hey, I threw your laptop away. Like,
he didn't throw away, honey. He has it, dude. He has it in safekeeping. He's not. He has all your secrets now. He knows how to hurt you.
They emptied the dumpsters the next day, so it's just he was scared. That's why he tried to destroy my laptop the first time. And the night,
dude, like the level of research Ralph will do on people that are around him, that are friendly with him, is like Batman level. Okay, Batman will do research on everyone around him to use it against him when it's time. Except Ralph's not a hero. He's not a good guy, you know. And they call me Mr. Snake Man. This guy does it on everyone. Everyone. He is the King Snake. Okay? Ralph Amell is King Snake. He's ready. He is. Yep. Master Viper.
that he got arrested in Milwaukee at the airport. He tried to destroy my laptop that day. Then he made up this thing about his laptop having bomb material, so he had to use my laptop so he could get into my laptop again. So literally, I didn't want to think he stole it, and he didn't. He just literally was so scared he did it. Like, he just wanted to hurt me. And I'm glad he decided to hurt me instead of hurt my family and all the information that contained the people that I love. And he also just destroyed art. So if he has any appreciation for people like Hunter Thompson or any artist out there, writer, musician, he just like burned art. But he's a Nazi.
Wow. Very insightful way of looking at it. You know, I think he's here in chat now. I think he's trying to talk. There's something about.
Again, well, I always figure every time someone calls me, it's a recorded. That's just life. Whatever.
Oh no, sorry. I told you I was on with you at the very beginning.
You don't have to listen to people like me. I'm just a woman, just a porn star, and I'm an ugly whore. And Ethan can treat me like scum, and that's fine.
I wonder if he joins the call.
It kind of hurts to know he's monetizing off of threatening me. That's a conversation that was on an agreement that was supposed to be between us, and the consent wasn't for him to monetize further on marketing.
Yeah, that's right, but it's the girl. He burned the art by destroying the laptop, which he did not destroy. I wonder if he got rid of the. I'm not sure how you get it to where the laptop can't be traced. I mean, it's weird that it's tracking to this house and not to Mexico if he has it saved somewhere. I never really looked into that. I'm sure there's videos that teach you how to rig it.
He already had those opportunities to market that scene, and he did. And my friend actually told me, they're like, "Did you know?" Like, I said, "Well, he paid me $375, which he did pay me that on like Venmo or something." And he asked for it back like multiple times first. I don't even have the scene. Like, I don't even have the fucking scene. And all I know is we agreed. Like, I had talked to him on the phone already, like probably a few weeks ago, and he's like, "I'm not going to release it. I don't feel good about that. We can always shoot something better." And he had said like he knew I felt uncomfortable about it, and he wasn't going to release it because
he has a small dick.
I think that was a lot of it was just basically like suck my dick or I'm gonna fucking dox you. And he already doxed me like for fun, and that's fine. Like, LOL, right?
That would be crazy if that's the video.
But he also like said that I was trying to kill his cats. Like,
what?
He said his cat has a bacterial stomach infection, and he told me that his cats were being fed. I said I could even pay to get them boarded. I just pray that everything works out for him. Like,
why? Why are you praying for that? No. What?
He told me that he was going to give his son. He told me to
That's
burn
a waste
it.
of a prayer.
Yeah, Ethan, now I'm not talking. But that's all I'm going to say. Like, from what I know of Ethan, he does have love. I think he loved me. Conditionally, not unconditionally. Of course, it's conditional. He loved me conditionally. But that's the kind of love that I'm treated better by people that been in my life through adult film industry. It hurts.
Well, it's hard to feel sorry for her when she kind of walked into this she chose this. She made this choice, and she's still defending the guy. It's like, you know, she's a victim of her own choices here. The doxing kink market, yeah.
I thought it meant someone else.
So, are you you thinking you're going to be moving on from public relations sort of deal? You don't want to do any more,
Yeah. So I think we got the gist of that. I'm not sure what else she says here, other than it's more of like
truth, like acceptance,
So it's not about hurting
sometimes
him.
you have to make sacrifices.
Okay, because I think it's been looping. It's gonna be that. It's gonna be an hour and 30 minutes of her talking about how bad he is, but also how he's like she's not gonna want to hurt him.
Like my mom completely like, I mean, I was a kid. Like, I'm not gonna talk about my mom, but like,
yeah, don't talk about your mother. Don't talk about your mother.
That is basically I wouldn't say abusive, but there's a sort of
Okay. Let me get the last. Is there anything here?
leech and then mosquito or some sort of insect. That's what I compare him to more. I would probably be more like the I don't know, the crane. Like, it's just out there in the field. I'm not a Canada goose, so I don't travel seasons every season.
What?
I don't know.
She would be like a crane. Something about seasons. So everywhere.
Maybe I'd be the frog. I don't know. So the frog is just ribbit.
Maybe she needs a frog.
And frogs are cute. But then all these things come and kill the frogs first. The ecosystem, the pH level of the water kills the frogs. The minks.
They're putting things in the...
Okay, Koopa Troopa, you need to tell her to stop talking about frogs. What do frogs have to do with Ralph? Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's that. That was something there. But we learned some things about Scarlett there. For sure we did. This I did want to play. It is the follow-up for our Indian guy. Okay. Y'all remember that story? I'm sure y'all do. Well, apparently some other stuff happened. So let's check it out.
He's in trouble. Tung Tung Sahar is in some serious trouble because the JP Morgan lawsuit, it just blew up in his face. Because if you remember...
So, yeah, we talked about this. This guy, I can't believe he had the balls to do this.
This guy, he accused a top executive at JP Morgan for turning him into a slave. And just hours before his hearing, his lawyers dropped him. So clearly...
Okay, so I don't think I covered that part. I don't think I got that. So yeah, his lawyers did.
Really, things aren't going too well for him. Like, you would assume that things are going pretty badly when your own lawyer quits on you the morning of court. But if you...
And by the way, the lawyer was the same law firm, works at the same law firm that represented the Epstein victims. So they took the case, and then when they got the information, they're like, "Ooh, yeah, we can't do this. Indians do be scamming." Yeah, look at that.
If you don't know what's going on, a former JP Morgan banker named Chirayu Rana, he filed a lawsuit accusing executive Lorna Hajini of basically turning his life into a Wall Street psychological thriller. He claimed she threatened his career, made racial comments towards him, and tried to coerce him into becoming what he literally described as a slave. So what happened? Well, JP Morgan denied these claims, Hajini denied everything, and reports started questioning parts of Rana's story. And suddenly, the entire case turned into like both sides accusing each other of completely lying. And now, things just keep getting worse.
And I like how, just on surface level, it was like, yeah, the dude's lying. It's like, this is so ridiculous.
Because Rana just walked into one of the biggest hearings in the case so far and immediately got hit with multiple disasters back to back. So first, JP Morgan came out and basically said they investigated the allegations internally and found no evidence supporting them. And the bank also claimed that Rana refused to fully cooperate with investigators. And meanwhile, Hajini completely denied everything, and her legal team even argued that she'd never been in some of the locations.
Never even been there.
Where
Not
the
even
alleged assault supposedly
his
happened.
Boss.
And from there, the entire case basically turned into a credibility war, because the more reporting that came out, the more bizarre things around Rana and his story also was discovered. Like, there was reports that he allegedly lied about his father passing away, so he gets
history of lying. That's not gonna help you.
Take time off of work. There was also allegations that he had previously described a nearly identical workplace abuse story to an AI legal chatbot, except in that version, the company was Morgan Stanley, and the alleged abuser was a man. So, to say this is a mess, that's putting it lightly. But the latest disaster started in the morning of a major court hearing in New York. And dude, I mean, the timing couldn't have looked worse if you scripted it on television. Because just hours before Rana was supposed to appear in court, his own attorney supposedly filed paperwork asking to withdraw from the case. And
holy crap. That's bad. An hour before court, the attorney was like, nope, we're not representing this guy. So you know that attorney was still in the courtroom. I don't think the judge would have granted it then.
And this isn't just any attorney either. This is Daniel Kaiser, a pretty high-profile lawyer who previously represented Jeffrey Epstein accusers and had been publicly defending Rana for weeks. And this is the same lawyer who'd been telling reporters that people criticizing Rana's story would supposedly be embarrassed once all the evidence came out. So why is he suddenly dropping the whole case the day of the hearing? I don't know, but obviously things get worse.
Because he knows it's bullshit. He's like, no.
Because now Rana seemingly represented himself pro se. Bro's suddenly pulling a TikTok psychic going up against JP Morgan. But obviously, like, lawyers withdraw from cases sometimes. Like, that alone doesn't automatically mean that someone's guilty or lying or doomed or anything.
But in a case like this, it means they know it's bullshit.
Anything like that. Technically, there are a whole bunch of reasons attorneys can drop clients.
Sure,
but
there are.
Dude, the morning of the hearing, it just doesn't look good. Especially when the lawyer is someone known for representing high-profile victims. Like, it just doesn't, sums off here. Maybe the attorney,
They took this, they thought it was because it sounded juicy. They got some details, they realized it was bullshit. They're like, oh, fuck. We fucked up here. We can't represent this guy. This is going to be embarrassing. Oh, fuck. I wonder if they decided to drop him once they realized the dude was Indian. Because I wonder... Because on surface level, the story even sounds crazy. Sex slave? What are we talking about?
doesn't think he's a victim anymore.
Thank you for the tool jewels, man. Thank you, LCW. Thank you. Appreciate the support there.
But who knows? That's all just speculation. So now we have, I guess, Tung Tung Sahur just solo queuing right now, going in against JP Morgan themselves, and also a countersuit from Lorna Hajini. But this hearing itself was pretty.
I'll try to join that Discord, Southern Girl. I think I'm gonna get kicked out of it for real. I don't know if I'm gonna be welcomed there.
Important, especially for Rana, because he was trying to continue to sue under the name John Doe instead of using his real name in public court filings. And his legal team argued that because the lawsuit involved, I guess, assault and harassment, he should be allowed to keep his identity protected. But Hajini's lawyers and JP Morgan both came in swinging very hard against that whole request because
her information wasn't private, and then she had all these memes made about her. I would say they were complimentary, but she probably doesn't like it,
Her argument was basically, how can this guy stay anonymous when the entire internet already knows who he is? Which is my exact reaction, because we've already made 2 videos on this guy at this point. I'm not just gonna randomly think, oh, this lawsuit is about someone else. It's a different Tung Tung Sahur. Honestly, who are we trying to trick here? Just so much of this case just doesn't make sense. So according to Hajini's lawyers, Rana himself has already publicly spoken about the case in media interviews. So the judge ended up actually citing against him. So she reportedly said that you can't put the genie back in the bottle. And I guess quick clarification here, because this part got weirdly confusing even in the actual.
He wants to report about it, spread around in media, but also wants to remain anonymous. That don't work.
Reporting. So a lot has happened in this case over the last few weeks. And honestly, I was kind of waiting to make this update until the hearing because I genuinely thought we were about to get Sharon and Rana representing himself in court, which honestly, I was kind of excited to see how all that would go down. But technically, even though his lawyer filed paperwork trying to quit the case that same morning, the judge had not officially approved that withdrawal yet. So during the hearing itself, Daniel.
Oh, so the judge didn't grant it. So the lawyer that didn't even want to represent him was still there, had to kind of represent him, but doesn't want to. Oh, shit.
Kaiser was still technically Rana's attorney. So he was there, even though he was actively trying to leave the case at the same time. So interesting situation. I mean, what an incredible vibe of the courtroom. I should have actually been there.
Dude, so in that case, in that room, there were 2 prosecutors, actually. Because if your lawyer doesn't want to represent you and thinks you're a lying piece of shit, man, he's like, was like, Judge, I don't even want to be here. This guy's lying. This guy's full of shit. Right? Why are we doing this? Oh man.
Maybe I'll lock in and show up for the next one. Because now we have a dude who basically the entire internet thinks is lying, and his attorney apparently doesn't want anything to do with him, but he's also stuck in the courtroom defending him. That's something worth seeing. But apparently during the court appearance, his attorney, which, you know, for right now is still Daniel Kaiser, he seemed completely unprepared once the judge started pressing him for actual legal precedent. And at one point, the judge reportedly asked whether there were any examples of someone being allowed to stay anonymous after their identity had already become public. And at this point, Rana's lawyer basically had to admit he didn't have one. And
I'm not a lawyer. I can't think of anyone. Once your identity becomes public and everyone knows about it, making memes about you, I think that's about it. You can't go back. You can't Men in Black that situation. Like, if everyone knows who it is, it's over.
And this is not really the kind of moment you want happening in front of the judge when your entire argument depends on convincing the court that you deserve, you know, special protections. But meanwhile, Hajini's legal team was basically arguing that the entire situation had become very unfair to her, because while Rana was trying to stay protected as John Doe, her real name was already being blasted all across the internet. And I mean, hey, that's a fair point. And this is where the story kind of just gets sad, because regardless of who ends up being right in court, this case...
Oh, I'm sure it was pretty bad on her end. You got to think about how many Indian dudes were in her DMs asking for their turn to be a sex slave.
This has already pretty much destroyed both of these people's lives publicly. Hajini's lawyers claims that, you know, she's been dealing with nonstop harassment ever since the lawsuit went viral. And they even submitted examples of some of the emails that...
Yep. Oh my God, you bad girl, fly me out. Damn, you got hips. I want to bend you over desk and tell you I want a new bonus and a Christmas card because I got a cannon for you. It's funny, but it's fucked up. It's not funny because, you know, it was happening to her, you know? She don't have time for that. She's a working woman. Okay, she's an executive at J.P. Morgan. Okay, this stuff is nonsense. This is ridiculous. I hope the retaliation is like nuclear levels, dude. I hope they're like, okay, no, he's not off the hook. We're gonna nuke this guy. We're gonna burn him alive legally. Okay, we're gonna sue him and his family. We're gonna go scorched earth. I hope so, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
She was allegedly receiving during all these allegations. And yeah, it's safe to say some of these messages are insane, because here you have apparently strangers sending her graphic messages, threats, and telling her to hurt herself. And in my previous video on this, I was saying we're pretty much guaranteed to see some sort of countersuit from her. And well, that's already happened, because Hajini has officially escalated things even further by filing a countersuit against Rana himself. And the countersuit is basically just her side going completely scorched earth. Hajini...
That's what I wanted. All right, there we go. There we go.
His legal team basically argued that Rana should not get any special treatment while her reputation was getting publicly obliterated online every single day since all these allegations.
But some of the memes are funny. Come on. It sucks to be her. In her shoes, it probably does suck, right? But do you think she had a chuckle, even a slight chuckle, at some of the stuff? Come on, the fish-eyed Asian wife thing, that was kind of okay. It's probably not funny.
Dropped, and Hajini is basically arguing that Rana intentionally weaponized public attention to destroy her reputation. And according to her countersuit, she claims the allegations were entirely false, malicious, and fabricated, and were created for personal enrichment. Her lawyer,
think about it. The other people she has to work with in the office, the other executives, okay, they might have seen those memes and just now they see her as a clown, as a joke. They're not even taking her seriously. Man,
also accused Rana of trying to extort millions of dollars from both her and JP Morgan by turning the case into a public scandal. So now they're no longer just denying allegations, they're now actively painting Rana as someone who allegedly created an entire fake story for leverage and money. And at one point, the filing even claims that Rana allegedly made an eerily similar fabricated allegations against a supervisor at a previous job. Now, to be fair, that specific claim has apparently not been independently verified yet, but it's interesting that that's now been included in the filings of this countersuit. And also, a reminder that JP Morgan apparently did try to settle this privately before the lawsuit exploded publicly, because according to the bank, they offered him $1 million. And apparently the settlement discussion wasn't because they believed the claims. They said they wanted to avoid any reputational damage of a massive public legal war involving one of their executives, which makes sense because, you know, if you Google JP Morgan right now, this lawsuit's kind of everywhere. So, I mean, it's just not a good look for the bank, and that could also be used for
And $1 million is what for them, right?
Another countersuit from the bank as well. So, I mean, I don't think Rana is in that good of a spot right now. But again, reportedly, JP Morgan offered him about $1 million, but Rana was reportedly holding out because he wanted way more.
So you hear that, guys. You want a free meal, just make an accusation towards a corporate company. Man, I can't believe they were willing to give this guy $1 million. That is so stupid. Because what if you've taken it? And then what? He would have got $1 million and that's it? They wouldn't try to take that money back? They wouldn't try to like F him somehow?
More. And some reports were saying that he wanted north of $20 million.
That's right, Fed Up. That's right. Yeah, I mean, totally. If I was in her shoes, I would go scorch earth too. Absolutely.
So, wow. Dude, if he pulled that one off, that would have literally been a bank robbery. But now, the entire thing is essentially heading toward what can easily become the ugliest stage yet. Because now, Hajini is suing Rana back for defamation.
He had to ask for more.
JP Morgan is openly backing her side, and the court has officially stripped away the anonymity Rana was trying to keep. Meaning, from this point forward, this will only get more and more public. If Rana somehow proves these allegations were true, this becomes one of the biggest workplace abuse scandals modern Wall Street has seen. But if these claims are completely false and, you know, collapse in court, this is going to be really ugly for him. Currently, the next court date is...
He's not going to be able to prove anything because it's all fabricated stuff he made up from his own ass also with the help of AI. So there's that. So he's going to get burned. He's going to get scorched. And he might be leaving back to India. That might be his best bet. Or go down to Mexico and room with Ethan Ralph. He can do that. Or maybe he can hang out with the Thorpes. They're looking for new characters. Yeah. All right. So that takes care of that. Now, we're almost getting through with the docket. And then, yeah, I will bring on some Thorpe adjacent characters here. There's some stuff we can definitely get into here. This is like the new quartering that's going on here. Okay. The Liam guy, another flagging war is what we're getting here. Okay. We could speed run this thing because a lot has already kind of happened. Now, you might not know who Liam Gray is. He's a Comicsgate guy. It's Comicgate's drama, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is he's trying to flag down these channels because they won't stop harassing him. He claims that they're SWAT. Dude, he claims that they're trying to poison him, that they're hiring hitman to mess with him, okay? That they are, like, destroying his family, like, literally there. He lives in Australia, okay? But yet, somehow, these guys are doing it. Okay, let's check this out.
You have 24 hours. Someone set a fucking clock. It is 4:29. As soon as that clicks,
yeah, 24 hours. This dude looks like the villain in Dune, the original Dune. The Harkonnen guy. I forgot his Baron, right? Baron.
You have 24 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You have 24 hours.
24
Someone
hours.
set a fucking clock. It is 4:29. As soon as that clicks over to 4:30, you have 24 hours.
24 hours.
trust yourself up. This goes to you too, Riley. To trust yourself up so you look nice, so I don't feel like I've got to and scratch my eyes out when I turn the screen on. Sit there.
Is that the Riley I think it is?
Short private stream. Or you can make it public, or a video would be preferable. Saying, "I'm so sorry for my conduct. I'm going to do better, and I'm going to leave Liam alone." That's what you're going to do. Or, and this is not a bit.
It's like a terrorist video.
I am going to strike you down and remove you from this platform for harassment, for abuse, for propaganda, for a misstatement of evidence, for name calling,
for name calling,
insults. You have 24 hours.
I'm really only going to say this one time.
Yeah, it is the Riley I thought it was. Okay.
If you flag Katie, I actually really honestly swear to God to you right now in front of everyone witnessing, I do have someone in Australia. It's
so wait, is it true? Are you guys really screwing with him? Wait. You know someone else? Riley is crazy. He is crazy.
Very, very easy to fuck with.
Wow. Oh
I'm telling you, do not you fucking dare flag Katie's channel.
Wow. Holy shit.
I don't care what the Finn's saying right now.
Liam,
I'm telling you personally, don't flag Katie. If you flag other people, I'm going to have a harsh reaction. But if you flag Katie, I'm literally actually going to escalate things in real life. And I'll talk to your police department about it.
Gasp. Not the Pope.
Why would the police department care if a video got flagged? What are we talking about? That's so stupid. What?
Pope?
That just escalated.
It escalated, but it also kind of proved this point. Like, you guys won't leave me alone. I'm going to flag your videos. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm going to hire someone over to mess with you. So, I'm going to make it real.
This flagging shit, you can't be doing it. If you hurt the work that Katie has put in over the years, not just for herself, but for every small creator that relies on her, like, I'm going to really cause you actual
This is the year of
problems.
flagging now, huh?
I'm willing to be the villain that you want someone to step up and be. He's going to make his decisions really soon, and those decisions are going to impact the rest of his existence.
Here, you can see Katie says, "You, I don't have to answer to you, Liam. The only men I obey and listen to is my husband and God."
Mm-hmm.
What's your husband and God's opinion on how you're acting currently? Should you be embattled into endless conflict, or would Jesus teach you to forgive? You know? But I guess the forgiveness is not possible in the heart of Katie Did. As I say, all you've got to do is say, "I'm sorry."
Wait, what is this?
I'm sorry, and I'm going to stop doing.
What is this clip?
Like, you were involved with Scarlett Hampton. I'm not running for office. God damn it.
Hold on. We'll finish this, but this was a new one. There's more with the rest stuff, of course.
Doing this, I'm going to stop propagandizing and misrepresenting things. You'll notice that, this clip here shows nothing beyond a certain point. It just shows the 24-hour thing. You'll notice that Riley expressly clipped out the part where he threatens to come here and confesses that he's been premeditated in his harassment and stalking. But that's on yesterday's stream, and we'll be around forever.
Liam is here.
Okay.
Do I have him?
So this is the Liam drama. You get the idea. He's trying to flag down these channels because he claims people are harassing him. Now, to bring you up to speed, Mikey No More actually did an interview with the guy, and he actually tried to get evidence about all this stuff. And what you get is this.
Muted? I hope not. Let me see.
How you doing, Mikey?
I'm doing all right, Liam. Thank you for saying yes to the call or whatever. Appreciate you showing up here.
No, it's cool. I just thought it was time that I sort of closed the kangaroo story off since people seem so interested. So,
it is the craziest thing that ever happened to you, yes.
Now, as you may know, my haters latched onto that little baby kangaroo with tremendous love. They called him Pork Chop, and they made many streams wanting to know about him and his welfare and what happened. And then they thought it would be a good idea to contact the rangers in Australia, like to have them show up and try and charge me with animal abuse,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because they were so worried about the welfare of this kangaroo. So can you just, I'm going to share something with you. Okay, so you can see this here?
All right. Yes, I can.
So
This is
if you
gonna
look
have
up real
like.
close, you can-
Okay, let me see.
Yeah, here I am up in the bushes. I'm out in the
Mhm.
grass and I'm hunting him, as you can see. Okay, that's the first picture. Here's the second picture of me finding him over here. I'll just bring it up. It should just update you. See, there he is in the grass. Okay.
Oh wow.
What's his ultimate fate? I'll show you. You flushed him out of the grass. Just here, so you can see how big he got, and see his arms are nice. We get in there, you can see the definition, the muscles in his arms because I beefed him up nice and strong.
He's
so
getting
he could-
Yeah, that's a giant kangaroo.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. So this is pork
Can you
chop.
ride that thing?
He grew up, and
Put a saddle on it?
And then because all of my haters and everything loved him so much, I ate him. I killed him and I ate him.
Okay, Liam. Okay, so you just
There you go. There you go. There's the end of your.
The guy's crazy.
Kangaroo story. If you want to know what happened to pork chop,
I think he's been
he became
sincere. I don't think
pork
that's a joke.
chops.
Okay, maybe you were just
Thanks for
afraid.
watching.
You were afraid of him avenging his mom one day.
Yeah, avenging his mother, and it was vengeance because when they called the Rangers and tried to get me in trouble with that, I thought I can't allow this, and they said, "Oh, you know what it is," and I thought, well, might as well eat him, There was such love for him by all of the guys over at FFS Church.
You can eat
I
kangaroos?
thought I would do the only thing that I could to hurt them, other than strike their channel into non-existence.
So
and
you
that
bring
was
up,
eat them up.
since I have you here, so you brought up FSS Church. I don't know that much about those guys aside from them being CG.
Mikey, are you old War Campaign? Before I go further, are you old War Campaign? Is that where I know you from?
No, I am not part of War Campaign. I guess
I know your voice. How do we know each other?
How do we know each other? No, I've never really been part of CG. I mean, maybe you've seen me years ago. You saw me comment on some Comet Skater affiliated.
I had to fact check this. Yes, it is legal to eat kangaroo meat in Australia and many other countries. I had no idea. I had no idea you could do that. Now, I
Video.
learned
I
something
used
today.
to know. I used to watch CG a little bit when it was just the OG guys. The Doug Ertz and the Micahs and whatnot.
Legal in the U.S. too.
Oh,
Never had
Micah.
kangaroo before.
So,
Never had kangaroo.
Yeah, well, what were you asking? Sorry, I forgot.
Okay, so about the dudes at
But it sounds like a Jeremy bit. He can hunt a kangaroo and eat it.
FS, let's just say CG
Oh,
Church.
yeah, well, it's hard to sort of say. Basically, they're the new mouthpiece for all of the Kiwi farm fuckwits. That's all there is to it. It's like, the Etsy boys came out of War Campaign. They fucked with me for several years to the point of criminality.
He's gonna claim all these guys are messing with him.
Oh, dude, I'm not going into it. Go watch the stream with
Well, you can't just give me like one example of something heinous, just to give us a taste of how serious this stuff is and why you have been treated the way you are.
I've been assaulted 6 times. There's been 2 arrests.
Dudes have actually been coming up to you and assaulting you over this shit? Really?
As well as coming to my home at 2 and 3 in the morning, armed with a knife and a camera phone. There's been
Okay, when I hear a claim like that, I'm like, okay, can you produce evidence of it? That would be great if you could.
arrests over this. There's been 2
Then I would
people that have
believe
been
you.
institutionalized in Lismore because of this. And I've showed this stuff. Like, if you go to my channel, if people weed through all the bullshit. If you go listen to stuff like the tell-all video that I did recently with one of the guys that was an insider, one of my harassers, we've had someone try and bullshit aside. The reason that I went mental like
See,
this,
I don't like that either. Oh, if you want to find the evidence, you can watch one of my videos. No. If you're coming on to talk to someone about these claims, you better have the evidence ready to go.
is because we had someone. The reason my eldest daughter doesn't live with us anymore and is in away with family is because these people orchestrated in real life to have my daughter grabbed from her private school before she got onto the bus, right? And that was fucking too far. We had a couple of people that were involved in that go no,
they tried to kidnap your child?
They tried to kidnap my child, yes. And so I've been dealing with hardcore insane shit like that. And when I said about that, there's a video that you can find on Twitter of Risey Lee, and you can correspond it with Riley going, we've got boots on the ground, kiss your daughter goodbye in 12 days. You're never going to see her again. So
Man, that's Riley just messing with you. He's probably just messing with you. He's probably full of crap. I don't know. Riley is crazy, but okay. Wait. Do I have some pictures or videos or something of this stuff?
I was like, that's fucking it. And when everyone in Comicsgate looked the other way, and I got removed from groups, I didn't post this in groups on Comicsgate.
Kidnapping, yeah.
I posted this on my own private Twitter.
How
which
much
is
for your
protected.
daughter?
And I showed it on my channel, and I showed the video, and I said, look, this guy's Australian making these threats. Riley's telling me he's got boots on the ground.
Did you show the police reports? Any of them?
Did he even go to the police about that?
Trying to show the police reports.
I feel like the
showed
police
video.
report, that would be an irrefutable receipt that nobody could.
Absolutely. But you know what is also, I've got the police. This is what happened. They said Liam showed the Lord Raptor a year ago. Was like, Liam, go talk to the police, blah, blah, blah. You're faking it. I got really pissed off and live on camera I went to the police station and I was like, can you just show everything? And there's a video of me walking into the police station, and the police officer comes out and talks about everything, gets all the receipt numbers, gets everything like this, right? Gets everything, says it's extensive, it's real, I've got nothing to prove to anyone. Anyone, you know,
there's a video of this.
That's their problem. This is it's on my channel. It was shown on Elisa's clips, you know, on video with Bearing, and it's at the end of that.
Huh, is it?
If you watch it all the way through, you can go and see all of this stuff that's been happening in real life. Serious, crazy shit, right?
Like, that's what he's saying. I wonder if I can find that right now.
Serious,
on the list of clips,
shit, right?
Well, and, Liam, it's okay. I definitely believe that there has been, you know, considerable amount of fucking with you. You're the talk of the town for a lot of people. They consider you top shelf content, at least in this sphere, this realm of the internet. But you are basically, the way you're portraying this, you're basically portraying a lot of Comicsgate people as domestic terrorists. You're basically saying that they're a terrorist organization.
Yeah. Okay, this is the one he's referencing. This one where he's talking with Bearing. Okay. I did watch this one. They have a pretty good talk. But so he says at the end of it, he shows us stuff.
I'd kind of hoped that the first time we ever had to sit down and talk, it would be, yeah, my wife's just shaking her head. It would be different, but it is what it is. You know.
I don't see anything on the screen other than his face.
Yeah. Absolute best to protect my family. Realized this and bragged about this. Large group of people, not.
There's nothing here in this video that he was talking about. He said to go to this video, and at the end of it, we'll see what he's talking about on the screen. We just see him. That's all we see. Let me just make sure, because I watched all this and he doesn't ever put anything on the screen. Okay. So, yeah, don't believe.
They're sending hitmen after you. They're sending people to assault you. They're sending people to kidnap your daughter.
I don't think that a lot of it is Comicsgate. I think Comicsgate just turns a blind eye, is what I honestly think. It's not our problem.
He's conning us.
It's not our problem, Liam. You know, when I said the reason I got kicked out of the Comicsgate Kings, just so everyone is aware, right, is I was sitting here with a rifle.
Okay.
And going, there's a guy at my house. And in the Comicsgate Kings room, I said, there's a guy at my house. It's like 2 a.m. And I was freaking out. I had no one to talk to. My wife and daughter were locked in the bedroom, and there's a guy with a knife up his sleeve and a camera phone standing at my fucking house. He had to break through 2 fence lines to get to my property.
It's 2 a.m. in the morning. You have a gun in your streaming man cave. Your wife and daughter have the bedroom door locked. Probably from you at 2 a.m. in the morning, still up, and you have a gun and a knife, whatever, ready to go. You sound crazy.
To where I am, right? He's standing on my veranda, you know, in a hoodie with a fucking knife in his fucking sleeve, walking around in my windows, filming in my windows and staring at us. So, like, we close all the blinds and everything up. I go out there, I confront him. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, get out of here and everything, right? And he's just staring at me and won't fucking leave. I'm like, I'm freaking the fuck out. So I go and I lock the door. I come back.
This guy is seeing people. He's seeing shadow people. He's a nutball. Okay. Then fire the shot. He's on your property. I don't know what the laws are in Australia, but I mean, he wants to fuck around, find out, right? I mean, shit.
The King's room, I sit down.
Call the police.
I've got no one to fucking talk to, and I type in the chat like, "There's a guy here, and I'm gonna have to shoot him. I don't know what to fucking do. I don't want to kill anyone."
Why didn't you just call the police?
And I got told that
you were baiting them with some bullshit story. Okay, it's kind of like when Hurricane came in here and kind of said he wanted to end his life, right? It sort of that thing. I was like, what the hell are we doing here? What the hell? He does that again. I might have to just tell him, Hurricane, I can't help you, buddy. Why don't you just do it right here, right now? No, that would be a TOS violation.
Was not their problem, and I shouldn't be bringing that there.
Next time on things that never happen, right?
There, and I'm going like, I don't know what the fuck to do, right? It got
call the police.
We did, but we are hours away from the nearest police station. Hours an hour.
See, this is how you know it's bullshit. There's always something else. There's always a reason why it just didn't go that way. I did, but we're like hours away. You did? You said you did, so there would be a report on that. Where's the report on that? Oh, it didn't happen. I'm sure. Okay.
Hours away. I've moved house 3 times. Do you understand? Since I joined Comicsgate. 3 times I've moved. That's why I got so angry on that stream where Baron was like, "You're just gonna have to move again." I'm like, "Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to move. I already have to move, but this is the third time I've had to move." And that guy that was sending you a super chat earlier, that Iron Breck guy, he's one of the guys that are involved in it. The guy that's accusing me of domestically abusing my grandmother. My grandmother.
How does
and
he
my mother
know
have
that
both
the
been on
chat
stream
is
saying that is
doing
not
it?
true. That's not what happened at all. That's not anything. But these guys go out there and they tell everyone all of these lies. They falsify things. They try to get me done for all of the crimes of Liam Cameron Gray, who lives in Sydney. They falsify shit. They stalk my family. They stalk my relatives.
Yeah, he's in
There's
Australia.
another farm near us that's run by a family called the Greys, right? Also, because they're my cousins, right? And they doxed their children, their animals.
I guess they still have hunting rifles in Australia, but everything else is gone.
Everything, just for having the same name as me and having a farm, right? This is Kiwi Farms. This is a bunch of fucking
Come
fat,
on.
nerdy, psychopathic people. And I've been trying to get people to listen to me about this for 4 years. Everyone take a swig. For fucking years. And everyone's been calling me crazy as I get increasingly angrier and under more and more duress.
Well, Liam, part of the problem is
He's being terrorized by the farms. Okay, buddy. Well, I don't want to go to Kiwi Farms to look for receipts. Can you show some?
that okay, you'll say something, but then you'll say something that just sounds very outlandish, but with like very few things to like back it up. It's like if you're gonna say some of the things you gotta say, you gotta like show us a screenshot or so. Okay,
Yeah.
you say you have the evidence of you going to the police station. What about all
Absolutely.
the other stuff? Like the way you're making it sound like you're the most unlucky man in all of Australia. Like you've
It's
been
not about
assaulted
lucky.
50,000 times. As far as I've known you on the internet.
No, I didn't say I've been assaulted 50. And I'll do a bit of tongue in cheek, joke and stand it. But
You've been
this shit
assaulted
that's
by
actually
kangaroos.
Yeah, that happened. So
Wait. Well, he lives in Australia. It probably did happen. Maybe like a baby. If an adult male kangaroo were to assault him, I think he would be messed up.
The fucking I forgot what you derailed my point. No,
My
I
fault.
haven't been
I think
assaulted
the
2,000
kangaroo
times,
would
and this
win.
isn't a matter of luck. Like that's the problem. There are people, there are influencers. I don't want to be here for long. I just want to do the kangaroo story as a joke and go right, like, and just sort of like flick the nose of some people. But in all seriousness, Yellow Flash, Anna, a bunch of other people have been going around for a long time in coordinated efforts. John Delarose, other scumbags and stuff like that are going around lying about what's going on with me. A lot of these people have been doing things to me and then lying about me being crazy and saying
Yellow Flash and that Star Wars girl are involved in some sort of weird internet terrorist campaign against this guy. No one knows who this guy is. He's insane. It sounds insane. I've never heard of this guy ever. Ever. Okay?
they're not happening, so that I go,
No
they
one
are
has.
happening, and I look angry and crazy. and I go, look,
Not one person on this earth knows who this guy is enough to actually do anything. All right.
What they're doing to me, but because of their influence, because they have large channels, I look nuts. You've got Vickyverse in the chat who says Liam's delusional, Liam's crazy, Liam's psychotic. I will send you things after this stream. So then you can
after the stream, send the stuff now while you're on stream. While you're trying to prove your point.
Cover this further in the future, Mikey Nomo, because at the end of the day, I for several years have been going, my family are in danger. The police have told people my family is in danger. I've had poison attempts. When I was moving from my last house, right? When I was moving from my last house, they got so terrified that they were not going to be able to find me because I said, I'm never going to stream outside again in my house. I'm never going to do it. They got so terrified in John Delaro's Discord server, they panicked. They had an emergency get together, and then they had people come to my house and sabotage my vehicle without me knowing about it. And our tires blew out on the fucking move, and we spun out and nearly fucking crashed, and we're going up a mountain. We could have
Bullshit. What happened was this. Yeah, sure. Maybe in a Discord or something, they're like, oh, Liam's moving. We're going to need a new locale. We're going to find out where he's at. Okay, that probably happened. But then he had poor maintenance on his vehicles, and the tires just so happened to pop. Okay. Nothing to do with one another. Just a coincidence. And that one would just be a coincidence. Because Yellow Flash and that Star Wars girl are definitely not teleporting over there or hiring hitmen or whatever to go and mess with his tires. That doesn't make any sense. This is all ridiculous. This is ridiculous nonsense and bullshit.
Leo, like
no. This is all verifiable. But anyone who does a basic look into this, right? This is not like Liam. This is all fucking real shit.
This is like almost like this is like the Ray Sachs of the Comic Gates community, except instead of focused on shit, feces and shit worms, it's like everyone's trying to attack me. Wait. Do we have someone in here that's in this community that's like this? Everyone's trying to attack me. Everyone's trying to come after me. Everyone's messing with me. Can't think of any names.
Saying that they sabotaged your vehicle and almost killed your family. Do you have like photos or something of them like doing the thing? Not just of it happening.
Yes. We've got screenshots from the Discord. We have screenshots from the Discord of them freaking out for 9 consecutive hours.
No, I don't mean from like the Discord of them talking about, oh, we won't be able to make content of Liam. He's not going to stream outside anymore. I mean of them sabotaging your car and potentially getting you and your family
we do not
killed.
have video of them. We have plans of them.
Okay, well, this is what I'm talking about, Leo, because you're saying some of this stuff, and I'm like, okay, I can believe that. But then you'll say something like, well, they also sabotaged my car and almost killed me and my family. And that's a little much if you don't have a single...
I almost don't even believe that he moved into 3 different houses since he joined Comicsgate. He had to move all this crap 3 times? That's enough. That's too much. On the first move, I'll take one look at this room and be like, you know what? I don't think any of this is needed or of any value to me. It's done. Burn it. We're gone. But that's just me. Ruby coded?
Single receipt to specifically...
Except at least Ruby actually did have packages show up at her door. Okay.
Explain that part.
Well, it's because you've got to understand as well. So you don't have a single receipt. I've showed receipts of stuff in the past. This is why I get like really frustrated. Like if I'm going to just, this is why I get angry. And I don't want to get angry all the time. But I've showed stuff, right? I've showed a lot of stuff.
He showed stuff in the past,
only to be
but
told,
it wasn't enough.
You're not showing anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the really
so he
serious
can't
stuff,
show things
really
because no one's going to believe even if he shows it. You're just going to take his word.
I want to actually send these people to jail. I don't want like internet mob justice.
If they're really doing everything that you're saying that they're doing, they're poisoning animals, they're stalking your family, they're assaulting you, they're sabotaging your vehicle and almost killing you. They should go to jail.
Razor blades over my fence. They threw razor blades over my fence and cut all of the pads and paws of my dog with their razor blades. Not literally, them, but like throwing them over the fence.
Maybe
so he was maimed. I'll show you a picture of him right now. I'll put it on my Twitter.
No, let's not show any pictures of your dog. He does that. He shows a picture of a dog or whatever. I don't know. I guess we'll skip all
people over the many years because every time I expose this, they strike me for privacy complaints. So,
well, what are you showing?
I'm showing their DM coordinations. I'm showing their plans to get to my house. I'm showing their involvement with the other YouTube influencers. I'm showing
another reason why I can't show evidence because he gets flagged down for privacy. Okay.
Been going on like what I just showed you a bit of there, like a glimpse of that. What else I got handy here? I'll get, I wasn't expecting to do this with you. I was just going to come on and do the camera.
I don't know what he could do with his hair. Says it balding like that. I think if I ever start getting that bad, I think it's just time to hat up. Hat up or go all the way bald. Just choose one.
Story, but while I got you here, let's see what else I can show.
Well, hold on. There's another thing I want to talk about. What is your beef with John Delarose? Like yours specifically. A lot of people have beef with John Delarose. A lot of people don't like him.
He's
for
a gay furry.
Their own reason. But what's your story with John?
I've got a lot of reasons for not liking John Delarose, and the longer that John Delarose existed, and the more I learned about him, the more I came to dislike him.
He's a furry,
lady beating motherfucking furry.
I didn't know he was lady beating.
That is all true.
Oh, he's a lady beating.
Everything I fucking say is true. I know it's hard.
Well, John Delarose is a disgusting piece of shit.
For people to
say, that's the thing. Him being a lady beating furry piece of shit. That's something that can be corroberrated by literally everybody. We have the receipts for all of that.
Everything I say can be corroborated.
And that's how receipts work. That's why it's great.
Yeah. But here you go. Here's a transcript from something I can't show fully, but here's the transcript.
Okay, let me see.
Yeah. Here's just something that's just sitting there on top of my thing. There.
Okay.
So this, you got to catch up quick. Liam's basically his new house, which is not his new house that we know of. We kind of heard it. I was told to confirm this. I've just heard he moved to a different area of his brother-in-law's house in what's not actually.
So you have logs of them talking about it, but you don't have any proof that they went to your house and that they flew to Australia and like sabotage your vehicle, or even hired anyone in Australia to go sabotage your vehicle?
House. Well, that's why I told Sarah to keep an eye out for the room location, because he might be back at his mother's. Okay, she, which is referring to Sarah, is only 13 minutes away by Sarah.
Whose is this? Who does this belong to? Who does that belong to?
Man.
To who?
The stalkers.
Which,
people that are being
specifically
stalked.
who?
But we didn't see any names on that. It was just timestamps.
Was it like multiple people? Was it one person?
It's multiple people corresponding.
This guy is so horrible at finding evidence because it's all just bullshit. he's the worst. He's the
Try
worst.
and
At
track
this.
me down. 1 minute. What else can I
Oh
show
my
here?
God.
What can I show here? That
Well, we don't know specifically who it is. That's just like that could be anybody. It could be somebody.
He needs
not
to up his
related.
charisma game.
Well, look, dude, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you because you have to be specific with this because you can't keep.
The problem is no. Look, the problem is you're asking me to go into something that is mostly being handled by law enforcement, and I don't want to show stuff that's going to be used in court. So I can only show stuff that's sort of adjacent.
Bullshit on that too.
Okay. Second, there are so many people involved. There's at least 38 of these people. There are at least 30 of these people, just so you understand. They do this 24/7. These, there's a reason that when I came into your chat that first time, a brown CBR showed up and gave you $100, right? Like, there's a reason for that. There's a reason they all swarmed here. He does that to everyone to try and get it. I appreciate you come on and let me tell my bit.
Oh, anybody can come here and talk.
I am very limited. Let me show you here. Here's a death threat against my wife and some rat poison. Here
That is a good question, W. Pizzits. I don't know why he's wearing a jacket.
People say all sorts of insane
Should be
shit.
hot right now.
One of their favorite ones is, Liam's doing it to himself. No, I'm not. This is being handled through the police. These are threats. This is threats made to my wife, right here. Now, this isn't a bag. This here, you can barely see it, but this here is rat poison.
I cannot tell what that is.
Can I zoom in a
I
bit?
have no
You can
idea
just
what
down
that
here.
is.
This here, right? I'll show you another photo of it in just a second. I'll just share another one so you can see
this
it.
is
This here is the stuff. There's police reports for all of this stuff, right? And there's literal abduction attempts in coordination, and I want to send these people to jail.
Okay, abduction attempts.
Now, these people then send money and super chats to other useful idiots on the internet, like the church, like the FFS, Confiscate Church. They'll send them money, and these guys are brokies that have nothing and no life and eternally online. And then they have them essentially like A-logging me 24/7 a day so that these guys have content for themselves. And then everyone ends up going fucking insane. And they're spending like 9 or more hours in Discords talking how we're going to fuck with this guy next. And when they run out of content, like when I go offline, that's when my dog gets maimed. That's when the spears end up. The spears made out of knives end up in my backyard where my toddler played.
Maybe there's other reasons why there's spears and all this other nonsense happening. How does he know? He didn't piss off his neighbors and they're not fucking with him. How do we know that he's not just making up this whole story? Maybe you think this guy actually puts razor blades in his own backyard to like create a scenario so that he could frame as him being a victim? This guy might actually be a perpetual victim. This is the sort of guy who'd do that.
Understand? Like, this isn't normal. This isn't like someone calling me a faggot.
Liam, I'm sorry. Liam.
Everyone calls everyone a maggot here.
You have any cameras?
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.
No, wait. Well, do you have any? Liam, come on.
He wrestled and killed a kangaroo that broke in his house. Yeah, I heard that story.
Fine, bro.
With
come
his bare
on,
hands,
dude.
huh?
He just came on here. I was gonna ask him a very, very basic question. I'm like, Liam.
Very, very basic question. But you said you called him. I think you called him Liam. You called him a liar, and that's what did it. It was by accident. He said Liam instead of Liam.
My toddler played. You understand? Like, this isn't normal. This isn't like someone calling me a faggot.
Liam, Liam, I'm sorry. Liam, do you have any cameras?
Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for your time. Goodbye.
No, wait. Well, do you have any, Liam?
See, that's it. You don't believe his lies. He's done. He's done. Okay. And I don't think he comes back. I don't think he comes back at all. Man.
To kill my pets. If I think these people are trying to do all that shit to me, I'm keeping cameras all around every angle of my home. It's gonna have a camera.
For sure. Yeah, the guy should have cameras everywhere. He should. Like, you would think he would have video evidence of this. All he would have to do if he's being gang stalked like this is even just stay up and fire up a stream and be like, see, there's the guys. They're on the distance in the perimeter of my property. You can see them right there. You know? The guy's crazy. The story where he was holding the rifle at 2 a.m. in the morning with his wife and daughter were locked up in the bedroom. Maybe that kind of sounds like a scenario from like The Shining. Maybe the mother and daughter were locked up in the bedroom away from him. Maybe they locked him out because he was crazy. Okay? They didn't want to deal with him. I don't know. The guy sounds nuts, though. Wild allegations, wild claims require receipts. I'm glad people are realizing that. But the guy is going on a flagging campaign, flagging people down because they won't stop harassing him. Well, you know, can you flag down a channel for someone just blatantly being a victim? Like a fake victim? Can you? For being a liar? I don't know. But anyway, that's crazy. That's crazy. So, take a quick little break here. And then we'll get into the Thorpe adjacent characters here. I know there's some stuff that has been requested. Some other things happening as well. So we'll take a look at that.
This is the time.
Okay. He flagged loads of code channels and live streamed himself doing it. He was given a place on Ethan Van Sciver's channel to draw and earn hundreds of dollars every Monday. So he had that opportunity. Instead of actually using
we'll talk about it later.
He screwed it up. He completely screwed it up. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's more to this. Wait, the guy brings his daughter onto a stream? Why does he do that? Okay, what is this one? He brings his daughter onto a stream.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here I am on day 2 of being other.
Why don't put your kid on a stream, dude? If you're gonna make them wear a mask, and don't even do it. Don't put them on a stream, especially when we're getting into drama and stuff, dude. What are you doing? So the guy believes he's been gang stalked. He's gang stalked and harassed, life threatened, and all that stuff. So he brings his daughter onto the stream, using her as a shield.
Utterly destroyed. It's Liam versus the entire internet. It's every single fucking commentary
He got his wife to read the suicide note. Okay.
channel on the planet telling you that I'm a terrible person and a horrible father and that I deserve everything that's happened to me. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a video that I've got to show you. Ellie, do you remember the last time that we watched a video by someone that was being mean to Daddy? Do you remember? Who was that?
Dude, this guy is crazy. Stop it. He cannot take any sort of claims or like claims. Just banter or just, dude. He's involving his daughter in this. This is beyond gross.
Hey, tell me. You don't remember? That was Katie. Do you remember when you had to tell Katie to use her princess words because she was using bad words?
Yeah, I mean some no words.
Yeah, talking all about you.
Yeah, and while I'm saying some swear words right there.
Yeah, they were saying swear words right there. This guy, is he a communist? Is that a communist thing?
I don't care what he is, but you're crazier than him already.
I don't know. How does Daddy feel about communists, El?
I don't know.
I don't care. That's not relevant. What's relevant is that you're getting involved in You're in some internet beef right now. You claim these people are harassing you, bullying you to the point to where like they're targeting you, they're sabotaging your vehicle, trying to kill your pets, stalking you outside with the knives and stuff. I mean, you're making some wild claims. They try to abduct your daughter. That's right. The claims are so wild. They went in one ear and out the other. But Rory, he claimed that with Ryler or someone tried to abduct his daughter, so he's going to bring his daughter onto a stream, and he wants to talk about communists. I don't give a shit. The guy could be the most communist motherfucker on the face of the earth, but he's still more sane and rational than you. Okay?
I don't really like him.
Who created this world? You caused this drama. You're the one at the end of the day that did this whole nightmare fest. And the fact of the matter is, because you're just going to keep feeding into it, it's never going to get better. It's just going to get worse.
Yes.
People are going to keep talking about this drama.
That's not even harsh. What he's saying is just real words. Real reasonable words that this Liam guy should listen to.
For years now.
How are they going to talk about it when they got no channel?
Unlike the Quartering at least has some money. He has some sort of thing to at least make his life a little bit better, I guess.
I'm Australia's #1 comic book creator. I am independently wealthy. I own a farm.
He's not Australia's #1 comic creator. There's no way. Liam Gray? Who is this guy? You know? Who is Australia's #1 comic creator? Does anyone know? Let me ask this. Who is Australia's #1 comic creator? Oh, it says Liam Gray. Look at that. Is AI wrong or is AI? No, I'm joking. It did. Jimmy Banks. Jimmy Banks. James Charles Banks is widely regarded as Australia's most iconic and influential comic creator. He created Ginger Megs in 1921. Other notable Australian comic creators, runner-ups. Monty Wed, that's not a Liam Gray. Stan Cross, that's also not a Liam Gray. And also Jason Chatfield. Okay, there's John Dixon. Oh, all right. He did Flying Doctors. Okay. So I learned here today that Liam is lying about that as well. So, surprise, surprise.
I've been highly successful. I've won awards. I've worked in television, film, and music.
The guy is a nutter.
Behind the scenes. I'm not exactly a huge...
Dude, okay, now I'm starting to understand why there's other creators out there that will say things and maybe suggest things that would be like a call of action worthy, because I'm almost thinking that of how crazy he is. Okay? But I can't say those things because I can't get that involved. But the guy is crazy. He's a nutter. And he's also a father, apparently.
Big celebrity superstar, but I'm pretty sure that if you were to ignore YouTube and put our money down next
Dino
to each
King
other, I would have more money. Even if we haven't moved houses 3 times, and a better life.
So much fun.
Okay, now listen to what this guy has to say about Daddy.
I have more respect for your family because I'm trying to figure out, great, now I have to go into the editor and clip that all shit out. Censor it, put up a bar or something because I have more respect for your family. And now I'm going to have to say goodbye to my chat.
He's got respect for my
you
family.
just threw it out there. You just put it out there.
All right, so Grok had this to say. No, Liam Gray is not famous in Australia in any mainstream sense. He's a niche indie comic creator based in New South Wales. okay, who runs Conquest Comics. I'm not sure. Xenotype is comic. It's not. I don't know. Dino King, Kakashi Murder Dolls, Wonder Island, Total Conquest. He has a dedicated but small following. It sounds like it's getting smaller. Within Australia Comics, he's known among creators and fans who follow self-published manga work. Okay. There's quite a bit of drama online. Ooh, okay. Delays, campaign issues, things like that. Okay. All right. Most Australians have probably never heard of him. All right, so
3 videos from 2 months ago.
Important
Kids
to know.
just out there on the day. That's more work now, and I have to do that now because I have more respect for your family than you do. And I'm actually kind of pissed off about this. The fact that you're crying about all this stuff. You did this to yourself. What the fuck? I started like dying inside because it's even worse. I'm gonna quickly scan.
It's true.
Hold on a
You're
minute,
using your kids as a shield while you claim they're trying to abduct your kid. This is a child. Okay. What the hell?
Put myself on. I'll turn my camera off so my wife can see this.
They need to just leave
This is
him.
this is karma. Just coming.
They just
home.
need to
This is
leave
great.
him.
The camera's off, Shani.
What does his wife look like? Can I be the bull in the relationship? I'll fly to Australia and be the bull. Okay? We'll have to fund that. We can crowdfund that.
Come look at this. Do you remember this day? Do you remember this day? This one here? By any chance? Let me play it for you. You'll remember when I start talking.
Oh, at the old house.
Yeah. This is gonna. Wait. This is truly glorious. This is truly glorious.
Yeah.
Just wait. Don't say anything just yet. Here we go.
Doesn't come up on
Let
the
him
screen,
talk.
does it? No, but this is a 9-minute clip, and this is how this clip starts.
I have a little child here watching music. So watching like kids' cartoons and stuff. So be aware that there may be squawking or.
Why do you have it there? Why do you have your kid there?
What you mean?
Yeah, you can move your kid anywhere. You have a house, right? You could choose a different room. Why are you recording it in her room? Or anywhere?
Her. Not it.
Like, she could be in one room, you could be in another room. You don't have to include her.
Not it.
Dad,
But
they're talking about me.
yeah, they're talking about you. Ellie, step back, Shani. Step
Stop
back. Let me
talking
get it.
about me. Stop talking about me, man. Oh my God, I'll kick you out of the stream.
That's right. That's
I'll
right.
kick you right out of the stream.
That's
I'll
right.
kick you out of that. Right out of the stream right now.
Okay, and I don't know this, but I guarantee you there's probably clips of this guy saying all sorts of crazy, nasty shit about other creators too, right? But when they turn around and say it about him, he can't take it. Is that what I'm getting? That's what I think is happening here. This guy will say all sorts of nasty stuff, but he can't take it back. He can't take it when it comes his way.
So if you want to know why I am involved in my child's life, I know that might be hard to understand for some of these terminally online internet people, but when you have a child, you tend to sort of parent them. But on that specific day, I'm the best dad, thank you. On that specific day, stop clapping for a second, baby girl. On that specific day, there was actually 6 to 8 other children in our house because there had been a domestic violence incident.
Wait, what? What?
6 to 8 other children in our house because there had been a domestic violence incident. And as community watch leader, the guy that is trusted, vetted to look after other children and take care of other people in the community, because I'm not a drug addict, quit, right? I had like 8 fucking children in the house.
He had 8 different kids in the house because he's a domestic watch leader. And there's some sort of DV situation at a neighbor's house or something. What? How did they do stuff over there in Australia? They do stuff like that? Wait, there was a domestic violence situation, so 8 kids had to be pulled out of a house and put into his house? That doesn't even make any sense. That's a lot of freaking kids in one house. What are we Okay, I don't I can't. This sounds so far-fetched and like just insane to me.
Which I was not expecting to have at the time that we were doing that stream, right? So
eight kids.
I could either stop what I was doing, or I could continue with my schedule and just let the kids play Dance Revolution.
Why don't you just go
on
outside?
my Switch on the computer, right, on the TV, right, in that room, because the house was not made for 8 fucking children running around like maniacs. Okay, 6 to 8 kids. What a joke!
Oh, now it's 6 to 8 kids. We don't know how many kids. It was a lot of kids.
We should kick him out of here, shouldn't we, Al? Let's kick him out of here.
Kick him out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's hear what he has to say about your daddy.
Put the kid with the mom. Like, you're doing this to yourself.
One side and finish the other. It's fine, Monty.
Angry. You're out here crying that people are talking about your kid. People are doing. You're making your kid part of your
I
content.
don't give a shit about him talking about my kid, man.
You big head.
Just be respectful about my kid.
Dummy.
He's a dummy, yeah.
He's really a dummy, like a poop. Like a poop in the head.
Yeah, he's a poop head.
Now he's hiding behind his kid as he gets his kid to roast these guys.
I know, right? Where was all of this outrage?
He's like, "Go fight my battles, honey."
Content. Stop that.
No.
Are you this? How?
Maybe Ryler wanted your kid to be abducted so it could be in better care.
I don't know. I don't know how to address it.
You're a poop head. You heard it.
He's a bad father. Kids
I
don't belong
agree.
in the interwebs. Exactly. Like I'm.
Especially
You're
not
poop
Comicsgate nonsense.
head. That's right. All right, there you go. Straight
All
from
right.
the mouth.
Especially not these like
And Egon Spengler with the laser sword's gonna deal with.
bloodbath drama wars. None of that. No. Yeah. Ooh boy, that was something. Shit, we had a huge drop off with that one. So I guess now it's time to return to the main line. Let's see what King is doing currently on Jeremy's stream, I suppose. We can see that. Okay.
It's fine. I know that you do this. Okay, I don't know what that means. Terrifying. Okay. Okay. Guys.
Monty's going to appear on that stream. Okay.
We're having a fully different conversation. Either
then I
we
was
tighten
recommended
it up
this
and you
stream.
get up here and go ahead and talk
This
about
Sunday
it,
night,
Monty,
let's
so
party.
then we can walk through it. And one,
Mm-hmm.
our girl's like, my fingers are doing like the fucking, the opposite of the Johnny Manziel getting whatever. I can't. I'm getting wild now. Why aren't the teeth bedazzled too? Okay, Haunted. Time out, Haunted, guys. We're gonna go ahead and time out Haunted.
For what?
Thank you guys for
The teeth
timing out
bedazzled as
Haunted.
well? Yeah,
And
okay.
real quick, we're gonna go and on that, everybody, we're gonna take a 5-second silent
5 seconds.
break
Okay.
because we're gonna conduct ourselves better here.
Nothing's really happening here. This is what people are watching. Okay, it's crazy. All right. I was recommended this though. I heard it was pretty good. It's Sunday night. Let's party. Okay.
Type of shit where that bitch ass motherfucker Dan was on my stream while I'm trying to set this shit.
Okay. It does start pretty good already. The energy's pretty high. I like that.
This is the type of shit where that bitch ass motherfucker Dan was on my stream while I'm trying to set this shit up, and I'm on the same hardware that's easily able to do all this shit right now, and it's coming through crystal clear. Oh, the visual's working, everything's working. His shit's overheating. They go, Jeremy's fucking stream works all fucking time. Why does TK's do that? It doesn't, dude. And at the same time, my shit's not doing that. I thought of something, and I'm not joking. I heard that song as I was mowing my lawn because the new Monolord album, you can check the date it came out.
Okay.
And then my head goes, damn, that look. I don't know why so I thought, okay, damn, I could put that mixed with something that's open source, right? Like it's like it can't get pulled down because the song's already gonna get pulled or visual wise, that's not gonna have nudity. So I was like, God, do I put a fight scene like a epic, like like a whatever? I thought whatever, and then all of a sudden my brain thought of Metropolis, like a dystopian shit. I've never even watched Metropolis, but I've seen obviously the like dead gears and the lever shit. I find it on archive.org, download the silent copy version, and speed it up to a percentage, motherfucker. Fuck you, fuck everybody. And what I'm
so
saying is this, you
angry?
guys are all pussies, dude. No, who cares? You do, dummy. Know what you watch is people.
Dude, I can't even see his chat, but I know it triggered him. They're like, King, no one cares.
People that sit on an RV and conduct themselves. And the only reason we're even sitting here talking is because we've been
King, no
with
one
them.
cares.
And so what end is this? Is if you don't, so what would you rather us talk about, gentlemen? All I'm doing is I'm saying I'm pushing my chips to the table. All you're doing is pushing question marks to the table, dog. So when we start doing whatever we're doing
it has
here
no
together,
point.
and it's time to fucking saddle up, let's get it, dude. I'll listen to all sorts of shit, dude.
No, he doesn't remember these rants. There's no way. He's probably stoned or drunk or on meth or something. There's a reason why he only has like visitation with his kids, a child or whatever it is.
Gay, good to say any death penalty.
It's not like
Thank you, Junk.
Or I get him for a whole week on, a whole week off.
Junk, good job presenting something like that, dude. Good to see ya. What, I don't know what GCSA means. What? This is that. Bitch, I'll stretch your pussy hole.
Why?
This bitch is the one that gets all the nerds even talk. I don't even know why the fuck you talk so much. You're begging for these nerds to keep saying shit? Why you even, does it get you off when these fucking queers beg to see your stupid ass retarded titties? What the fuck is going on out here, dude? Honestly, like, you people are fucking weird, homie. I'm trying to put on for this shit. And you dorks want to just watch what, dude? Toenails of a bruised retarded bitch? Toenails of a bruised retarded bitch. A fake sober chick that wobbles around her apartment and pretends that she's fucking sober. And nerds that are
Is that Ruby?
pretending to be anything they're not, dude. I'm putting on for the fucking thing. You serious, dude? Lost your fucking mind. Hey,
Toenails of a bruised chick. Is that supposed to be
panels,
Grace or is that? Oh, that's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be Hayes? Miss Hayes?
Bring up no. You're right. Thank you. You don't. Obviously, you're talking to the gentleman that has no problem to talk about anything. I'm working with the fucking. I'm working with the scraps I was given, dude. Okay.
Oh, Southern girl, he's paranoid. It's the meth, man.
And if you guys don't think I am or not, it's fine, dude. I don't. You love all. I don't. That's actually a soliloquy or something is what that is, dude.
Wow,
John,
that's a big word.
Because actually, ask the bitches if I'm getting in their DMs, and they're all gonna say
I don't think
he
you used the word the way it's
that's
meant.
you nerds corroborating a tale to make my whatever lore sound more than it is, dude. I'm not in these bitches anything, dude.
Not with King, not with King at all.
That's some kayfabe.
He's like the
homie.
worst wingman to have.
A lot of your shit's kayfabe, dude. Except when I'm trying to.
Are actually probably the best but not. You'd be like, I apologize for the guy. He's a complete asshole. You know, he'll create a scenario where you can come off as like the better guy. You don't even have to try. Okay. So yeah, actually, he would probably be a great wingman.
Be a genuine person, homie. It's crazy enough. I've been the same motherfucker the whole time. What do you mean, pussy?
Be like, I apologize for this guy.
The
He's
link's
rude.
there, peasky poo.
And you know he won't actually get violent with you. I mean, there's a good chance he won't. Because first of all, you're a man. He's not going to punch you. He punches women. That's what he does. So, yeah, you could be like, back off, homie. This ain't your fight. And he'll just do it. He'll just back away. He'll just back away.
What is June 1st mean? I don't even know. Who's Jonathan? In my entire life? Yeah, I've supported. You know how many more supported? Do you know how many creative people I've supported? A ton. Pretty much since the first time I learned what artistic expression is. I've went into supporting artists, supporting. I buy CDs. I like everybody. I play video. What are you talking about? I'm pretty sure you've rented movies. That's the dollar amount doesn't matter. Everybody's supported anything. If money's your only thing that you are guiding value on, you've lost your fuck. Because I could care less about the dollar amount.
Okay, he's dying down now. He's not as
The thing
angry
is
as
the
he was
fucking way that you
before.
motherfucker, you guys are just goofy, dog. You want motherfuckers to put on, right? I'll sit and hang out, dude. She quit ECP. Yeah, it's very unique. I don't know. Oh, if hey BB1, when you walk into school, when you walk into any place, would you walk in and say, "Teach me this"? Would you say, "Teach me this"? And did the door say, "This nigga teaches Ojibwe"?
What?
BB1? Did it say that? I don't think it said that, did it? It didn't say it, did it? Right?
Meanwhile, the
So when you
comments
come in
are
and you say,
meanwhile, the comments right now are about the PFP.
Tommy, too, it's like I look at you and I go, I have no. You are you're like a deity, right? Like you're open door saying peanuts.
He's out of
and
his
we're like,
mind.
"What?"
I have no
got
idea what he's
mustard.
talking about.
This is actually we've been weaving baskets. I make weird little baskets out of plastic.
What does this have
straw.
to do
I
with
don't know.
anything?
And you just look at him and you keep saying mustard.
What?
It's like Subway is over there, and he's like,
He's
I've
on
got a
drugs.
taxi.
He's going out.
I
of
got a
his
taxi
mind.
here. I don't need a Subway.
Dude, it's crazy. It's insanity.
I've never been I haven't had sand. I don't like sand. Sandcastles. It's like that's how retarded you sound, dude. Makes sense. I make sense.
He really needs to go back to work.
I don't care what I don't know what you're talking about when you talk like that. And that's whatever that is that you're talking about is something that you should put away and should conduct
Didn't
yourself
even have a
lot
bike
different,
when it broke.
Terry.
But wait, TK didn't have a bike when he was a kid?
When you bring stuff like that up.
Yeah, I have King's kick channel name somewhere. Let's see. King 3, this one right here.
When we just seen somebody, just whatever, dude. Terry, I don't get what you're talking about, dude. And you people should honestly conduct yourselves a lot.
Are they doing anything current time?
Here. And
we got music.
much better.
So King pretty much took
the
over
goal
the
ring.
channel. All right.
Different.
It is playing. He's reading this message. He's taking forever
what
to
Terry
read
had?
it. Dude, it took like 5 minutes to read this. King had one of those lunch cards that they had a whole bunch to make sure it was legit.
You know what J Mon 312 had? Let's pull up his entire let's pull up Terry's. No, Terry. Let's pull up your every family picture of your whole life. Terry. If you want to get down, Terry. And if you want to talk about the fucking feeling less than or different, you pussy. Because you must think it's funny to be the poor kid or be the whatever, right? Or the different one, right? The school lunch kid, right? I don't know. What are you going to prove? What are you going to prove with that? So, like, seriously, really think about what you gentlemen are trying to prove.
Trying to prove that it bothers you. That it bothers you. It triggers you. That we understand you were the poor kid. I was a poor kid too. I grew up in a trailer. Shit. Is what it is. And my parents give me some lunch money here and there. Claims he isn't drinking.
I don't care what you think you're saying, Terry. I don't care what you think you're saying, Terry. The ghetto doesn't matter, Terry. This is your problem. This is your problem now.
Is it?
What are you talking about? And this is another one of your problems, Junk. What are you men trying to talk about with another man right now?
It shouldn't bother him. So
What are you
what if
men
he
trying
grew
to
up
talk about
poor?
with
He
another
grew up
man,
poor. That's fine. He should just own it. Be like, yeah, I grew up poor. What's the problem?
We're talking about school lunches.
I know. You're like 50 years old and you're worried about school lunch.
PB1, what it is I'm wondering what's wrong with you guys. That all you do is
He's
pull up
traumatized by his school
your
lunch.
privilege, right? Your privilege is what you ride or die on from 25 years ago, right?
Did his parents not give him
I'm
lunch
assuming
money?
that. You just have school lunches. I mean, it's like very odd. I'm just confused. You're conducting yourself with.
Did he have
the
like a
first,
ketchup sandwich?
What school lunches? So your second 8 years. So you were only alive 8 years after you fell out of pussy. You fell out of pussy. Don't say use whatever words you want. You rotten tooth fuck, dude. I don't care what you did. You brought all this up. I don't know what like scale you're trying to get at, but just so you're what like
I took my lunch
I
in the
don't
brown paper
understand
bag.
the value of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So
I get
because you
it.
were poor,
But
and
it triggers you,
had
King.
an economical place that shows that you were a marginalized individual in your neighborhood. Like, what are you?
Well,
what
yeah.
are you talking about?
Okay. So what is he triggered that he's not as poor as Terry?
No, we are going to peak his hours.
Is this a contest to see who was the most poor?
And we're gassed all the way up, J-Mon. I'm being dead serious. The plugs.
It's like the poor
production's
Olympics?
on. I got 15 t-shirts. The whole line's brand new.
Man, I was so
We're gassed
poor.
all the way up.
It was rice and beans every
So
day.
don't think that I'm going to let any of you walk this down. We're figuring it all out live. Because I really want to know what.
And
you
when I got
gentlemen
married,
think that
it
you
was
talk
still
about when you
rice and
talk about this
beans.
shit.
But that was just culture.
So tell me, your truck is worth more than Jonathan's. I don't know who Jonathan is. But okay, so let's stop with the high school, whatever he's talking about. What was he talking about? Because I think that what he said was he's more ghetto than me or blacker than me because of where he lived, right, Terry?
He gets triggered by everything. I want to hear him rage again. He's dying down. His energy level's low. He needs to get ramped up again.
Yeah, but that's such a gay name. I don't even like you calling that. Oh, so we got Joshua Wagner. So these are the gentlemen that I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the real late night. Now we're getting good. These are the motherfuckers, dude. All right. So let's get dark artish. Okay.
Dark artish.
Now we're gonna get dark artish. Jeremy,
was King
close
poor?
the door behind you. JP, yep. Drop the link. Close the door behind you.
Right? You think for working hard doing concrete, like he could make some money.
Let's
doing
ride
that.
the tide. All the fucking real ones out here. You fucking fun guys. I want to be up all night. We'll run the course. We'll run the gauntlet and see who fucking does this. Because
He had money
now
to throw around to all the
Terry,
e-girls.
who wants to talk about
What happened to all that?
Pussy. And he's more ghetto than me. This guy's fucking looks like Ralph Macchio's just the cutest little fucking dude. You're talking. Do I talk?
He is
ghetto?
very
I
rude to
don't.
Terry.
Dude, you have a senior
ridiculous.
picture. Dude, what is a senior picture, dude? What are you talking about? Okay. So is that check? Is there check marks on the? What's more degenerate? I don't know what a senior picture is. Pussy. Okay.
You don't know what
are
a
you talking
senior
about? And I'm in North Dakota.
picture
Big.
of your
Aren't you on the big
in senior high
nice
school
side of the country? You fucking special boy, special white boy in your special white country. You dumb bitch.
What?
You guys are just you gentlemen are honestly pussies.
He doesn't know
to
what a
really
senior
think
picture is. And
Whatever
that's
you're
just a
trying
white
to
thing.
do and not think that it's just not going to work. And what I'm going to do, you're doing the chud the logic move right now.
Chud the logic. What do you mean?
And all I'm going to do is walk into it. I'm going to walk into it playing shoulder defense. And so we're going to do it. I'm going to walk into it.
That was a wild reference. Random.
Just see how
Chud
cute you
logic.
gentlemen get, because all it is a blatant, nice little. It's going to be a nice little slap fest. Because really, what you gentlemen are doing is we're just all having a good fucking time. Because there's no way in hell.
There's just no way in hell. So
you good to go on.
King wasn't in high school. Did he not graduate?
I didn't think this one.
He just got a GED. Okay.
Somebody's
so he didn't go
controlling
to
his shit.
prom.
That ain't me doing that.
So King never had a prom date.
Never that.
King, you never had a prom
What do you
date.
mean? I don't think any population is lacking whites. John, do you think that the color of your skin conducts the output of responsible activity in your neighborhood or something? Like, what are you talking about?
It seems like it conducts how much or how
It's
far
odd-
you
it's
get in
odd
school
behavior.
based on you.
For a
You're
stream where
black
Jeremy
and-
comes from with middle-aged women, middle-aged white women, and like it's a lot of what it is here is middle-aged white women and very mommy needing Caucasoid boys.
Like you?
With like like you're like
But
my
you're not
nephew.
white.
You're all my nephew who is
Your mom
I give him,
needing.
I
You
give
live
him
with
everything.
You live at your mom's
and
house.
work him all the way up to where he's doing it, and then it's like he still doesn't even know how to like write out his own job application. When I say, dog, you got to get you got to do this for a little bit, dude. It's what a person does, and he's like,
He lives at his
like you're
mom's
just, like you
house.
don't got it. You men don't.
Mommy
have it.
needing Caucasoid.
There's
Okay.
something there, dude. That's gone, Josh. Josh, what happened this winter? Do you want to know what happened this winter, Josh? The winter's a deep time if you live in the north, you nutbag.
Okay.
And then even if I do have shit that I'm experimenting with,
like meth,
I put a lot out, and you get stressed
Okay.
out, and I get hammered drunk, dude. It was like fucking. I don't mind getting stressed out.
Why is he
And so what
experimenting
happened was,
what do you
motherfucker
mean
went a little
experimenting
goofy, dude,
with?
during the winter? Now it's the come up time. So to think that now I'm feeling anywhere near sad or it's like times are tight, or it's like my week, like season is that would be your lacking of understanding how the world works and like how tides
Yeah,
change.
sure.
So to think that you're gonna get the same TK you got in a winter
Uh-huh.
is very retarded out of you, right? I don't care where you live, and Josh. I don't care.
Is he
where
gonna
you
get triggered again? I need him to
Okay?
get triggered.
But
again.
I care about when you keep calling me a pussy or wonder if I'm gonna cry when you
Okay.
don't do shit.
I mean, I guess he's
Okay?
been triggered this whole time, but his energy levels
Dude,
like
nobody lives over there, and why would you even concern yourself with a fucking mainlander or like a landlocked? I'm landlocked, dude. I'm a landlocked guy. You have the ocean at your fucking front, dude. You wake up with your dick in the salty ocean, bro. You wake up every day and can put your tip of your dick in the water. That's the ocean.
Okay.
It's free and going places.
Is he trying to do
You
an
concern
Irish
yourself with
voice?
somebody landlocked in the deepest part of our entire country.
Okay.
No, you must judge. You judge because you said it.
It is
Tonight
King
I
gets
came up with
triggered
a
by
fucking hold down,
chat.
JP, but we're doing it. Oh, really? Yeah, dude. I just do this to do it, and I'm kind of now I'm geeking, and I'm about to get the geeker bar one more. We're about to do a move, one more knot tire, because So okay, so we
I don't think the geek bar.
Saturday, I
That's
wasn't- obviously I was
just
not supposed to work on a
nicotine,
Saturday.
right?
But right now we finally got a bin, a grain bin, a 78 on Wednesday, last Wednesday. How I need to make money is I would like we want to get a grain bin. A grain bin's that's a check. Okay. So I've been living with since it got warmer, like little fucking driveways, all little shit. Okay. Finally got a bin. I knew it was coming. Like it's just it's coming, so you just chill, get it, and then we start it on Thursday. R5 and I started by ourselves. We just center pin it, whatever, and then you just stake your shit, right? How this world works is you get out there, you stake it, and now boom, this is my job site, right? So
Okay.
do it. Everything's good. I forget. Okay, so 2 weeks ago there was graduation parties all these gentlemen had to deal with.
All right, 2 weeks ago, graduation party, and what does that have to do with anything? Was he
Family
invited?
Sometimes obviously family shit happens.
Right.
But so a couple weekends ago there was an opportunity for us to maybe get something happening sooner.
Right now.
But
That's what
everything
we're
kind of
trying
went
to-
on chill mode because fucking a graduation party. Yeah, whatever. Right?
Matt Jarbo.
It's fine. Okay. Next week can just I think a regular week happened, but maybe rain, whatever hours.
All right, take it easy, fed up.
You can only put so much. You can only produce so much. Then it was like Memorial Day weekend, right? And it's like, God damn, because once I can start making, I want to get it, and so then it's like now and then on the beginning of this week, it was like boom, okay, I'm getting out to hit it all. The town's hit it all, and so I get out there, it's R5 and I go, once we put the pin in, it's ours, dude. I don't even care if anybody else comes helps us. I don't need anybody else. You and I will set this up and let's make sure we can at least get it on the ground. And I'm not saying we can't pour it alone, but like R5 and I can set it to a certain extent where obviously more men would make it easier. Start it, boom. We start it, and all of a sudden the farm owner shows up. And what we had did is we hopped out the truck.
I am waiting for it's blah blah blah.
Center pin, that was fine.
He's on meth geeking means, yeah.
So if you think the center pin's fine, you slam that in, you run a 100-footer off, and you start staking these stakes around in a circle, right? Which is tiring, but it's
job site stuff.
Then from there you start framing up the bin. We've had to happen where you get there and maybe the center pin's a foot off, and if you've already set up, if you've put a center pin in a foot off and started slamming in the stakes, even 5 stakes is a lot for people. If you put in a quarter of that 78 feet of stakes in to the wrong size, you got to pull them all out from there. If you're pulling out, that means your center pin's off.
If you do it wrong, you're gonna have to redo it.
Point. And it's just all that is just wasted of everything. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
The first big fish is on the line. We're pulling it in.
Mm-hmm.
And the motherfucking owner shows up, or the owner of the whatever. The farmer shows up and goes. It looks. All of a sudden, you can tell when a owner of something goes, "What the fuck?" You see it. You can see it a mile away. When like the fucking big trucks pull up and the fucking cowboy hats come out and they fucking are looking and you're, you know what I mean? You're slamming in the stakes and you're doing what the fuck you're doing. And they look and you can tell when it goes, this doesn't line up.
They're like, no, them boys got it wrong.
To even think on a Thursday afternoon at 2 o'clock
Can't do a
PM,
job half-ass. You got to go full ass. You got to do it right.
Something's off and we want to pour it by any time the following from Wednesday ahead. If within that week, if you've already started something on one day, say you start something on Wednesday and you want to pour it by Wednesday, and it's something that you know you'd need time to do over a weekend. Like it could only take a couple work days to do, but if you start on a Thursday, you're not pouring on a Saturday. You get what I'm trying to say? So if you're starting something on a Thursday or Wednesday and you want to pour it by a Tuesday, and a Thursday afternoon meeting says,
I'm just like, come on. 2 for $1 sounds like a lot of work for $1. Okay.
And my thing is, another thing I've noticed is
I'm gonna go halfway in. Does he get his energy back up or what?
Because I bet he probably has like a what does a tranny chicken get? Can't you have a chicken that gets like a thumb out of their back claw and it aches can't like a woman chicken get like a fucking back claw, but only men should have, and it's like that's on the period side. So Ben's like walking around with one of those. It's not
Ben's walking around like a tranny chicken.
Big deal. It's just like that. So if he says anything, it is, and he only has to give this person the eyes, like ugh, and she's already enough because it's the person. And I'm not saying I'm being genuine. Like that. It just the dads it works like that. It's reality. Okay. So I'm not trying to be over weird with anything. I'm being genuine as fuck. So they must have had one of them time, and obviously money is tight, end of the month shit, everything's just tight. Everything's tight.
Right. Sure.
So she comes out, does the so it's the Sharpie pen day is the last day I've watched her stream live. Okay. And now you're talking to me now, and in my brain now, I feel like something's up. Proof of life. That was a proof of life stream. And all shit's red on the Western Front. I'm being dead fucking serious. And there's a Ojibwe flag, and I'm not saying it to be a spark anything or anything. Just somebody's tired of something. They're all tired, and it just can't be said. Even saying it causes a thing. But let's run the script.
Okay.
So stringy hair night, or she comes out, I think that the Sharpie in the cleavage is a ritual, just like the Jeremy window ritual.
Okay.
I'm using the word ritual wrong, or punishment. I think that the Sharpie cleavage was punishment. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, Grace. And if I'm wrong, trust me, I jerked off with it, so it was right. And
that is just nasty.
It fed the imagination the way it should. Even if you never tell that you guys do a weird thing that she has to do something goofy in front of something, because backstage shit's happening, and you have to because there has to be a hierarchy of respect that artists and performers have to have, and there can't be a separation of who the mastermind is and who the talent is. And right now, for years, it was blurred on where the potential is. And when a human's out of and everything's getting ripped away from an individual, somebody's manned up and said, it's this or that. And I'm pretty sure that
he just goes on forever about nothing. I have no idea what he's talking about.
I'll find lines.
I guess with grace, but.
And I'm not trying to say on the same way all these other bitches are saying it.
Did she stream like a day ago?
And I'm not trying to say anything stupid about sexual shit, nothing like that.
Yeah. So
But for sure, which is responsible behavior. If you're a business partner, it's a business situation. So there does have to be the boundaries of something. I think something like that happened that was harder than it was supposed to be.
I don't have time to get into that again.
And we're at that. So we're at that.
So you covered so many times. You get tired of repeating yourself.
And everybody gets to there. So
But
we're
she
all,
streamed
so right there. We're
yesterday.
at page 4 of the exam. We all think we can take the psychological, the TT. We'll call it the TT, the third psychological, or PT. Why would I think that T was the psychological? Either way,
because you're
TT is like
dumb.
We can save this situation, right? So I just took it on accident. Fuck. I just took the online course. And without doing the same normal run-of-the-mill fucking, like we're trying not to be run-of-the-mill.
Right.
But we do know that a mill is happening. With all due respect to both parties.
He's losing the energy. I'm losing. Okay, come on. Let's ramp it up. This is why I'm like, I'm even losing interest in covering King as much, because like there's not a whole lot here. It's not.
Dude, I'm right here. You see me. I know you see it.
I know I see you. Responding. Look at that.
Do you need Discord? Should we Discord each other? I'll call your Discord. Dude.
Discord.
I'll be your girlfriend.
Discord.
I'll say like,
who does he Discord with?
Last week. What's it? Really?
Okay.
He does. He's a perfect opportunity.
Jeremy's gone. What do they do here on the stream? There's a family there fishing. OPC Don? Is OPC Don there? Or no, he's not.
Oh, the skateboards.
Thanks a lot.
Okay. So I didn't really miss much. What happened here?
OPC, make one of Ben. Make one of Ben, but with a little flaccid penis.
Southern.
So OPC Don is jerking off balloons, making.
Yeah.
Why is he?
Yeah.
No.
She took it
I
well.
know,
I think
you're doing. I think you're doing really great. I think. Oh, show me the sunset. Oh,
I know. Right?
Scotsmen wear kilts.
Okay, I need to ramp it up with something else. There's one other thing I was gonna watch before. Hold on. We started with Backrooms, but we went to Eth and Ralph stuff. So let me do the. There was a clip. Ethan Ralph's F Scarlett Festival Day 1. This happened today.
Scarlett sent $3. You'll never release the tape because you're ashamed of your limp micro dick.
No, you know why I won't.
Photoshopped
You're
picture
so
of it.
stupid. You're
You
so
missed
stupid.
your son's 5th birthday for me.
Oh,
You doxed
yeah.
yourself
Thank
to
you,
piece of
Scarlett.
shit.
Yeah, thank you,
Suck on
Scarlett.
the barrel of a gun.
Yeah, Scarlett.
That was great.
You better hope it never comes down to that type of situation, because I had other people higher on the list that I would like.
How drunk do you think he is in this clip?
Deal with, but now you're.
He's trying to lure children, balloon animals. Well, that's OPC Dawn, yeah.
Scumbag whore. It's a shame because I really don't think she knows what I'm about to do to her.
Was that the Halo theme?
This is like old hat for your boy. This is old hat for your boy. Man, my life's been nuts. May is always a fucking disaster because I think about my mama. And can't nobody bring her back. And I told this
I'll
dumb
call
bitch
you an Uber.
times. You're mad at your mama? Get over
Ain't
it.
even hot
One day your mama will
outside.
be dead and you'll wish every fucking second all these trivial fucking bullshit arguments you had, you'll wish you never fucking had them.
That's right.
And you wish you could just hug your mama.
He's bringing the fire. Okay.
But, you know, she's mentally ill, fucking drugged out, and whore. So, like, I mean, you know, I don't think those words reached her. But, and she had a lot to say about my cats, too. Bitch, you'll get sleep long time before my cats
Gotta
do.
protect the cats.
The crown is heavy. I pray they my real friends. If not,
Skip the music. Skip the music.
At her,
Skip the music.
Because
Skip the music.
she would need it, right? Like, you don't just give somebody a Narconon pen. Not Narconon, but I think it's Narconon. Whatever the I don't know it because I never had to use it. Narcan, excuse me.
Yeah. Anyone who has a Narcan pin, you already know, right? Shit.
She's like, no, I don't actually, but yeah, it's getting good. And you know, if you ever seen how Narcan is injected,
I just want to know what if he, because he's flip flopping on releasing the video or not. I want to know if he's actually gonna freaking do it.
I've not seen it in person, but like, you basically stab him in the motherfucking heart. Whatever. She's
0.2 alcohol level.
She literally said that like I would just have one, and I'm like, no, I don't have one because I don't use opioids. Like I don't have a Narcan pen. I mean, if I did use opioids, it would be smart to have one, but somebody gave you that because they thought you were in danger of dying. Like that's why they gave you that.
Yep.
So, and by the way, you can't inject it. Like by the time it's that far gone, you can't inject it into yourself. Like, whatever.
You're gonna need somebody else to do it. You're gonna be passed out.
Wisconsin garbage, dude. I, of course, would never break any laws here or in Colombia, but I can just tell you that from what I've heard, garbage powder like made my nose all f***ed up. Like, f- this bitch. Like, she thinks I won't tell it all. I'll tell it all. I'll tell it all.
We know you're gonna tell it all. So he's been doing blow over there. Of course we knew. I mean, we knew.
That fentanyl cut, dude. I'm scared to snort anything in the U.S. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, I'm like, what the?
He's scared, but he'll
Sent
do
$15.
Skip that music.
The
Skip the
diary
music.
of a dumb bitch was actually more what she deserved. Why should I give her a festival day? And I don't.
You know,
have
she
people
was
scheduled,
nice.
so it's like
She paid
whatever.
for his flights.
Diary of a dumb bitch is what I came up with. And
Can you just be nice?
She's actually mentally ill, so it's kind of.
Well, yeah, well, you're mentally ill. You're just an asshole, dude.
I don't feel bad about it. Yeah, Diary of a dumb bitch is perfect.
Diary
like,
of a dumb
I could have
bitch.
made
Diary
it
of
the
a
Fuck Scarlet Festival
Phil
and I almost
Stream
did, but
drunkard.
like, it was just.
All right, he's playing music.
Laney, one of your days.
I forgot that
Paid
theme.
off well because I was owed the other half, and she said she was going to do it. I have read up on the laws, and so if I publish the video publicly, she may be able to try to go after me. What I'll probably do is sell it to some Arab, and he'll just keep it in his fucking file.
There is no Arab that's gonna buy the video. What are you talking about? I'm just gonna sell it to some Arab. That's still distributing it. If it come, you just said you're gonna do. If it pops up anywhere on the internet, you just said you're gonna sell it to someone. So you could just use this clip to be like, well, this is where he got it from, you know. So he just did the thing. He just did the thing. Drug dealers must want people to die. Yeah, you think it'd be bad for business, right? You don't want to kill off your customers. You want them to be repeat customers.
Well, I don't know. Or I'll just keep it in my file. I don't really give a shit. Like, whatever. You sucked my dick. You talked about all kinds of other, like, she literally wanted me to pimp her out. Like, these are all, this is all true. Like, I'm not making anything up. Like, this is actually true. And it's like, I really don't necessarily want to be a pimp.
I love you, baby.
He doesn't want to be a pimp, but if he could, he would with her. What the fuck?
I love you so much. You're my man. Oh, God, I just want you. Like, everything aside, like, you're my man. Like, these fights don't really go anywhere. I just want you, baby.
I want you to.
If we were together right now, we would just be fucking.
That's probably true. If we worked together, we would be fucking. But that would mask over the massive, problems we have.
Know you and love it.
How can these two have any problems whatsoever? I can't even think of a reason why.
And you. I love you so much.
Oh, is that right?
She's just pouring her heart and soul out
The
here.
other night. You guys notice I didn't really take it that hard on her, like, whatever. But she's saying crazy shit about me now.
Uh-huh.
And so her.
Yeah. Skip Ralph's spoken about Scarlett sleeping with a Project 2025 guy. Okay.
We need to hear Scarlett, this scumbag, fucking lot lizard bitch that I had a soft spot for, who needs to blow her fucking brains out.
So I just tried to do 2 recordings and now I'm pissed off. They didn't fucking work. I meant to say that I love you so much.
Of course. Oh, it's all love.
You're my
It's all
baby.
love. Oh, it's all love.
And I miss you and I want to be together again. I meant to say that I love you so much.
Of course. Oh, it's all
Play it double.
love.
Let's do a chance and get back together.
Oh, it's all love.
I want to miss you and I want to be together again. Love.
Do you? You want me so bad, huh? Is that right?
Like, if you were here right now, I would just, like, I'm already wet. I'm just thinking about it. Like, just put it in me again. Baby.
Why is she drooling and begging for Ethan Ralph? I mean, I know she's worn out looking, but I mean, she could find someone else. There's Jeremy Peterson. I mean, he probably wouldn't take her. There's King TL.
This is what I'm saying. Like, it's like, okay, well, what do you say to that, really?
So I just tried to do 2 recordings and now I'm pissed off. They didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to say that I love you so much. You're my baby.
Mm.
And I miss you.
I love you. I love you.
It's real.
Now,
That's
I
not.
just, like,
This must be a Diary of a Dumb Bitch hate festival. Now this is turning to him like he's falling for it. He's remembering this. Dude, they're gonna get back. Yeah.
I'm already wet. I'm just thinking about it. Like, just put it in me again. Baby, I'm just so hot.
Love and hate, two sides, same coin.
I'm just like,
He's falling for it.
grind on you.
He's shaking his head. He's like, nope, I don't feel. Got a heart in my heart.
I'm listening to you. Breathe.
You can't fight it, Ralph.
I want to give you, like, pleasure.
She's not even like coherent.
Obama sent $10 here is a palate cleanser.
Hey, Ralph still makes money. I mean, he made more money on this stream than I did today. But this was, I knew this was going to happen because I did far less storp adjacent content. Okay. We do need to try to. I pigeonholed myself, man.
I'm just gonna explain what happened. I guess I cut open my foot.
He's dying. He's passing out. He's passing out. So much for a Scarlet Festival. Okay. This is round 1 of it. Okay. So, yeah. He's done with her. More like, I would say she was done with him, but like if that audio clip was something recent, that's not good. She's insane. She's not mentally well. And she, for some reason, won't quit him, it sounds like. That's crazy. That is crazy. All right. But I think I will wrap up the stream here. Yeah, so Backrooms is a pretty good movie. I do recommend it. I do like the psychological horror aspect of it. It's very cool. I thought they did that well. It's one of those movies where you watch, you kind of like think about, well, like, what does everything mean? And I like that sort of stuff. It wasn't a straight up like monster movie. Some parts can be kind of drawn out. Be like, what? There's a lot of more mystery and questions about things, and it doesn't really explain a whole lot. Anyway, with that said, that's pretty much it. You know, we talked about Ethan Ralph. We talked about the Liam Gray guy. That was fun for a bit. And then, oh yeah, that's right. We did a little bit of King. Not too much. We tried to. Yeah. So, with that said, y'all take it easy and have a good one.